Serial killers do on a small scale what governments do on a large one.
Play dead, mate.
They are a product of the times, and these are bloodthirsty times. Even psychopaths have emotions if you dig deep enough. But then again, maybe they don't.
Do you have emotions, Richard?
No comment. No comment.
Yeah, I'm full of that gas, I blasted right rap songs. Deadpool cap with a mask and backpack on. I'm full of myself cause I'm white and I'm quite handsome. Make a fool of myself when I'm high and recite Hanson. My chemical romance, time to invite Manson. Marshall Mathers and Brand, Big Queen, we are the champions. Play the shit when I'm jamming on Phantom 2 gave me and woke up and made the panic go ham and damage the claim to be sitting on these rappers while dangling from the rafters. They hit you and then it splatters. You're moving like fecal matter. I'm moving up on the ladder. You're cruising nothing but chatter. You're 60 seconds of laughter. I disrespect you right after. Then you respect the master. Fucking right, I'm a cracker. But I'm happy to be one. Don't need guns. I just let the pen and the ink run. The mean punk always out of offending you weak ones. Sweet punch, motherfuckers wish you with me, son. But never ever could because you all together. Pussy full of Cosby on you rookie. Spike your drink where you ain't looking. Guess the human centipede was meant to be. Now with your pudding. Yeah, I'm crooked. Get mistaken for the serpent in the bushes. I'm a surgeon with these words that should occur to you. I'm certain. Do you heard the proof?
In the day on the pajamas when I went to bed at night. Have a lot of
Hello, how we doing? How's everybody doing now? You like that picture from us?
I worked for it. I sure did work for it.
Work? What'd you do, Barney?
Oh, trained. Trained real hard. One big muscle from the tip of my toes to the top of my head.
Sometimes you gotta have it.
Oh, I sure would.
How we doing out on 2 Seeker? Mystical. How we doing, Twiggy Chip? John All.
Except in your case, we'll try to
How
stop.
we doing, Sheila O? Days and Hughes, Mystical. Red Day. Is there Mama? He ain't shot himself. He ain't got the guts to do that. Hello, Truth Learner. How we doing, Samara Weedall?
How do you figure to make that boy a track star in just a few days? It's easy.
Ernie ain't gonna shoot himself. They only let Barney Fife. Don't let him have one. And he'll miss first down. Y'all go ahead and fall for that shit. It ain't shot. Ernie's a drama queen, folks. Y'all can get mad at me you want to. I'm not trying to take light of this. I think that's another damn thing that I'm really upset with because another exploitation is what that is. That's how these suckers damn act. They exploit everything that take advantage of everything that we believe is dangerous, that we really concern ourselves with. That's how these people act. I mean, you got to go thick skin if you're going to hang around me. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I've known Ernie. I don't have to know Ernie 20 years to figure him out. Now, they might ride this pony out. And old damn Jimbo and all of them ride it out with them. Now, like I said, the truth hurts. But a lie damn sure don't tickle either. I'm not backing off. After he's done claimed he's going to sue everybody today, well, I apparently didn't never give him enough to garner being filed, being put on the damn paperwork to get sued the last 2 or 3 or 4 times he's already accused me he's going to sue me. So I made damn sure this time I put forth the effort. I want to see paperwork with the state of something or the Ernie Shell Enterprises versus the Griff. I'm just about ready to. I'm sick. You wasn't never a subscriber anyway, so I didn't worry about that. Don't come over here crying when you scrap. Y'all trolls can come over here and play that damn game you want to. This man is a con artist. Plain and simple. Boy, it'd be sick if I said I was glad he did it. I'm telling you, he didn't do it. And that's sick. How people amaze me sometimes. Y'all really do. Jesus Christ. Y'all people, I mean, y'all even try, y'all even think about what y'all say when y'all say some shit? Because y'all really skipping, y'all ain't getting enough vitamins or something's wrong with y'all because y'all just, I mean, it's almost like y'all got a irritable bowel syndrome with your mouth. Y'all just let this stuff roll right off your damn mouth into your damn text, make the dumbest comment. Now I'm a sick individual. They unsubscribed from me because I said that Ernie didn't shoot himself. I mean, come on, people. That is never going to happen. A narcissist will never give up like that. Even if he's put in a corner by the law after he's committed a crime, it's not going to happen. And I know a narcissist when I see one. That's right. He's too much of a coward. Hell, I'm too much of a coward when it comes to that. I ain't gonna lie. It takes a brave human being to take their own life. You think about that. But I'm sick. Well, hell, I must have been sick before you got here. That's just the way it goes. I mean, that's a heck of a thing to use for me to convince yourself that you don't like me. Yeah, everything I put over in that comment didn't even make it loud, did it? Hell, when I went over and tried to get on his channel, he wouldn't let me get on it. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. Let me tell you something. If that man would have done what he done, what was said that he done to Jimbo's daughter, you would at least, I would have at least, they would have been at least a strawberry shake placed into his face. You know, that's got to happen. I mean, in a situation like that, in any kind of to be, as far as my children, that would have had to happen. But there was not even the first fry shared. There wasn't one toss. There wasn't no shake even exploded. Nothing took place. I mean, that constitutes a little bit of concern there. Because I'm telling you, if I'd have walked in there and seen him eating his Happy Meal with a damn strawberry shake, I would have squeezed the cup as I released it into his facial region. I mean, to me, it only garners that much. At least that much. It garners that much. I mean, it is what it is. Folks, I've learned to understand that you can expect the unexpected. This man is nothing but a drama queen trying to get your attention, and he's doing it if you believe that's what's happening. This man is a sympathy hound. Folks, I don't have to explain this to you. I can tell you what scientists have proven, if that'll help you. I mean, first of all, you got self-absorbed, concerned with their wants and their own desires. They're insecure, though. They feel empty inside. They're hard to relate with others, especially the opposite sex. A need for compliments. They need to be complimented all the time. But inside, they feel like they're less than empty. A lack of genuine worth. The effects stem from being named or being raised by their mother. Didn't get along with men in his life. Considered to be girly. All these constitute a good description of a narcissist, of the beginnings of a narcissist. Lack of a male figure caused hatred and lack of affection. Possibly he was traumatized as a child. Who knows? But that fact right there alone, that's their armor. A narcissist, that's the one claim of fame, of property they would never relinquish. And that is the pristineness of their self. They will never allow their self to be tarnished with any kind of indictment, accusation, anything. They will not even show any kind of affliction or any kind of pain rendered due to being, accused or being indicted or whatever. They will deflect as much as possible. In other words, they would rather somebody else feel the pain and show the emotion than they would. Folks, I'm not just making this shit up. I'm telling you what a narcissist does. And it's up to y'all to pay attention. Because this person right here is not capable of hurting himself. That's period. He's come too far. This is just part of his game. This is the act, folks. This is the act. Well, think about it. Do you think the old Ernie would have sit there and let Benny Sleeves come on his own channel and talk about him too, Tina? I mean, think about it. In the derogatory way that Benny Sleeves was doing to him. That is not the Ernie that I introduced on my channel. That's not the Ernie that I have investigated. That's not the Ernie that I have interviewed. He wouldn't allow that. That don't happen. But of course, he has said it. He's said it time and time again, folks. Oh, yes, he has. He has said it many a time what he's all about. And tonight, we're going to talk about it all, whether y'all like it or not. It's going to be discussed. I mean, this ain't a memorial. You can call it a remembrance you want to. But it wouldn't matter to me if WHTE or WJHL put it across the wire. I wouldn't believe it. Plain and simple. I treat this as a damn Bin Laden moment. Huh. You ain't taking him out to sea and dumping that body. You bringing it to me. That's what we're going to do. Oh, yeah. We're going to get this party started right. But it's okay. It's all right. It'll all come out in the wash. Oh, he'll come back. He was hungover. He got drunk. He don't usually drink that much. And he had some thoughts. And he's okay. He didn't want to worry y'all to death. Blah, 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 blah. And he'll get washed under with some other crap. He'll get some moral support from all his enemies, other than this one, including Benny Sleeves. You'll hear that in a minute. And again, folks, I'm not doing this to piss anybody off. I am stating a freaking fact. I'm just trying to state it to you. Anyway, y'all, let's go on with the show. You mind? I got a little video I want to show you.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And I ain't gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes my dynasty. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face just to make you go take it back.
You want me to apologize? I tell you what, when this is all said and done, I will apologize for you falling for it, because there's no apologies coming from me. If this was a eulogy, this is how I would treat it. Let me tell you something, ma'am or sir, whoever you are. There's a history here. And I'm sick and tired of gaslighters. I'm sick and tired of them playing the victim. It doesn't matter what he does. If he chooses to go out like that, then you let him go. I don't believe he's got the gumption to do it. But for you to believe it, that's your business. For me to feel sorry for him, you've lost your mind. Because he didn't feel sorry about the people he destroyed. He never feels sorry about the people he destroyed, the people he bashes, the people he doxes, the people he calls out, like myself. I'm supposed to feel sorry? I wonder if he worries about where he's going to stay tomorrow. Huh? Because this train wreck's been going for a long time. I've been trying to get over it. He cost me 2 jobs. Yeah, 2 jobs. And, you know, it's an uphill climb because I work from check to check. I'm a construction worker by trade. I'm not a damn YouTube man. I'm not trying to make famous off this. I'm not walking on the backs of others. I'm just stating facts. That sometimes gets in people's way. I know. But it's there. And I will not disrespect it. And I will not put it to the wayside just to be a drama junkie. That's not me. And to be clear, as far as what Ernie Shell thinks of me, I don't think that's much for me to worry about either. Because Ernie Shell knows exactly who I am. He knows exactly about me. He knows my characteristics. That's why he ignores me in those chats. That's why he'll time me out instead of block me. That happens, folks. I'm not being cocky. Well, yeah, I could be. Why not? I'm just being me, right? I'm just that stiff over here that don't have no content. That's fine and dandy. I could be that stiff. Oh, yeah. Let me be the stiff. But to make no bones about it, I didn't say he shot himself. That ain't the fickle statement coming from this channel. Like I said, that is too much. That is too obvious that this man is wrong. He will utilize it. If he does do it, he's trying to, that just don't make no sense for a narcissist. It's not going to happen. That's why you cannot even justify the statement, because they're not going to work it that way. Now, they will play the victim. Yes, they will gaslight and they will play the victim, but only too far, only so far. They don't want to show no emotion unless they have to, like his fake crying here and there, and you know, which do we really know that when he went to jail if it was actually accurate? I mean, we're being told by who that this actually was a court, case. We don't know. Nobody knows. I mean, come on, man, this shit is stretched out them one way to another. How do you know? You don't know nothing. I mean, let's just be clear. We don't know nothing. Nobody knows. You want to take Tina's word for it? She's probably sitting on her back porch right now looking at damn UFOs coming out of the mountain. But you're going to take her word for it and go with it. Hell, it don't work that way with me. No, you got to show me proof. First of all, you got to show me a real gun that somebody's actually going to let him use. Don't see it. It don't work that way. Oh, it's not a scam for money. They're not going to get no money. They're not going to ask for no money for this. All this is for attention, for views. And if that's the only reason y'all coming over here to hear me bash this, man, y'all might as well go somewhere else, because I don't need your views and I don't need you in this chat, because I'm not doing this for y'all. I didn't even know enough about this damn so-called silver bullet theory. Of course, it had to be a silver bullet, wasn't it? I mean, he is a werewolf after all, right? I mean, hell, y'all the ones coming up with this concoction, not me. That's what y'all greet me with in my show with is I'm supposed to change my and go off kilter and go back because of recent news. We are changing our format. No, hell no. You're not changing. You're not controlling my narrative, even though that's what he likes to use. He loves controlling the narrative. You think I'm gonna let him do it over here? Well, he's gonna be part of the narrative, but he ain't gonna control it. Not by a long shot. I don't play that. Homie don't play that. And I'm sorry if you bought the gold medallion. I mean, you should have known it was a fake anyway. I mean, anybody says a quarter pound of damn slab of gold. I mean, hell, what do you need for a paperweight? Some people just think that, oh, I got me something special. Got me a 2.5 gallon crocodile Dundee hat and a medallion. Not special. Well, do what you got to do. Somebody will be having a, remember Ernie, memorial tonight or something. They'll do something. I don't know who's gonna come up with money for the candles. I mean, hell, we done been down that road before. What that shit. Yep. So how's everybody doing, by the way? I mean, on this uneventful day here in the live. I hope everybody's doing well. Let me tell you what happened to me today. This is a true story. This is really true story. I would have never admit. I mean, this really kicks it for me. It really makes me think that there's really somebody out there that's out just make sure I just that I stay on the bottom for a little while longer, because I never would imagine this happening. Okay, y'all already know how deathly afraid of needles I am. You know what I mean? Some of y'all do. Y'all know I could not stand it when I got my COVID test. I can't stand a freaking needle. But I got an email last night from one of these people that do the plasma. And it never occurred to me, because I've never done it. I've never done it. So it said where you can earn that $900 in a month, at different times. I'm like, I didn't want to pay him to see that, because I don't mind. I mean, it might be a bad situation. I just don't like it. But she saw it anyway. She's got my email linked to her phone, so she saw it. Let's say she come across it. She made plans, and this say we both had an appointment this morning at 9:10 to go down there and let the vampires suck on us a little while. So, which it was I was going to take one for the team, even though I was probably scared I was going to slide out of the chair like melted butter when they brought that needle out. But I don't care how big that needle is; it's still scared me. But because I've given blood, but they talking about they put this stuff back in you when they get the plasma out of it. I just don't like that. I don't like looking at something going in and out of me like that. So I went along with it. Now we took a bus down there, 3 miles. We did catch the bus. We got lucky. We didn't know we had money for the bus, but we were able to use our hotel registration for a ticket. So we got down there, right? Got there on time, relaxing, drinking our orange juice, trying to get all hyped up. And I walked in there and showed them my information we had to have. So I sat down in the waiting room. Well, I guess it's the kiddie room, because there was all kinds of toys and Legos, shit all over the place. I broke my ankle for them sitting there. Anyway, they called Pam's name since we got there. And she went up front and they talked. Well, she's in there for about 10, 15 minutes. I'm thinking to myself, okay, my schedule's the same time as hers. Why ain't I got called yet? Well, that's when she come around the corner and says, all right, honey, we got to go. That's what do you mean? Well, we can't do it. I said, why is that? And this blows my mind, man. I was so mad, and she made me keep my cool. And I walked out of that place, and I was wanting to really, I want to grab somebody. They claimed they knew I had a Florida ID. My wife had a Georgia ID from down south of here, but I had a Florida ID. They knew that. But they also told us that we just had to show verification that we had a residence here, that we had mail here. We received mail here in this area. So apparently there's some kind of fetish about people out of state. I don't understand. They won't take the place. But yeah, they told us that our addresses were not did not fall in the criteria of addresses because they did not accept a extended stay or a motel as an address. You have to have a apartment or a dwelling. Like living in a subdivision. I said, wait a minute. Do what? We've been in an extended stay because I work out of town. I'm here out of town working. That is my, that is my apartment basically. That's what I say. And I've got that same address for all this time because we used the first address we had. We was here about 2 years in that same place. And we can't use that address? No, sir. It's got to be a house or a dwelling. I said, are you serious? Are you telling me that? Now I'm confused because who the hell comes in here and gives plasma? I mean, I want to know how many people in a subdivision or how many people in a duplex or how many people in these gated community apartments out here actually come in here and give you plasma. Because I know damn well the people that give blood and the people that give plasma that I've always run into, even though I've never done it, is always people that are hurting for money. That's the reason why they do that. So you're going to tell me because I'm staying in a motel, that is my residence, that I don't qualify to get paid for my blood? Yes, sir. I'm sorry. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I said, that would be the first criteria. That would let you know somebody's hurting for money. But you're going to tell somebody else that somebody's already down that needs the help, that they don't qualify because they don't have a damn residence. I said, I hope everybody from that subdivision comes in here with Hep C and they give every one of y'all worms. What I told them. I said, I hope every one of y'all catch worms off of me. And I walked outside. Oh, I'm serious. That might sound funny, but I was mad. I was a mad hornet today. I was so damn pissed off. I could not stand it. I mean, that chapped my ass to tell me that because my address was the address of the Candlewood Suite, but it's an extended stay. I mean, that's a kitchen with a separate damn bedroom, separate bathroom. It's not even like a motel. It's a damn one-bedroom apartment. But that is not considered, even though you're paying it weekly, you're still paying for all your damn amenities, your electricity, your cable, all that shit's included. And you're paying about the same price as what you would if you were paying for an apartment and you had to pay for the electric, you had to pay for the cable, instead of being all included the same way. And you're going to tell me that disqualified me from being able to get me money to help me get my affairs in order. I said, this kicks off. Well, upon leaving there, me trying to get my cool back, now I had to realize I'm at the mercy of a bus stop because, see, a bus dropped us off. So now I'm just walking around, just keep walking. I'm like, wait a minute. I got here by bus. I said, we need to figure out where the hell the next stop is and how to get there. So there we go. So we ended up walking about the same miles we walked the other day one way. Before we finally hawked down a bus because they made a loop. And it was my fault. I told her to go back. Let's go back the way we came. And that was an idiot. I did not realize that Pleasant Home Road made a loop when it went down beside Sam's Wholesale and went down and run beside the interstate like a frontage road and come right back out. I did not look at that place. So I went back up Davis, back to Washington, and went that way. And that was way wrong. And it was raining too, sleeting. That little kind of misty rain, just enough to piss you off, where everything gets soaking wet. And I'm already pissed because we were really expecting that to be something. And we were both talking about it on the way down there, like, I wish we would have thought about that sooner. And I'm thinking about, even if I'd have thought about it sooner, I probably would not have brought it to her attention due to the fact I can't stand needles. But yeah, that is something. I'm surprised she didn't bring it up. But I know there's homeless people that do plasma. I know damn well they do. I had a buddy of mine that worked with me when we was working at John Deere, and he made a comment that he didn't have to work that day. I remember him telling me that he had to be in a hurry so he could get down there, to get to the place, to make his appointment, so he can get his damn money. I mean, that's something that was not like on a Tuesday or something, just to get him through the week till he got his payday. That was part of the deal. But these people literally showed us paperwork. Well, that's their criteria. And I said, how in the hell? They ended up calling. They literally called Candlewood Suites. I don't know if y'all are familiar with motels. Candlewood Suites is the name of that motel. They're in the IHG family. Like the Staybridge, the Wyndham, not the Wyndham, but the IHG. They like the Staybridge, the Carriage House. They're the upper. The upper. I don't know if they're the upper, but sort of like the Hilton. If you know what a damn Staybridge and a Candlewood is, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Wood Springs is supposed to be part of IHG, but they don't never get no points. That's like a lower. That's the bottom. That's like the bottom of IHG. So I mean, we had points. So that helped out a lot. So we stayed there for like almost 2 years there. But they called the damn front desk and literally asked them if they was a residential apartment. Now, I'm surprised that that right off the bat wouldn't have not been answered yes. Whoever the hell they talked to on that phone to literally sit there and have to think about what they just asked them, and to try to dissect it and break it down, they shouldn't even need a job. They shouldn't even have a job no more than them at Staybridge or Candlewood. If they don't even know, if they're going to sit there and try to break it down to where, well, actually, we are a motel, but we are an upper class motel. We're actually an extended stay. We're more like an apartment. So you talk around your ass and pick your nose, go right back to the same damn answer, but you also straight ass told them that you're not residential. And I couldn't believe it. I said, so what the hell would you call it? A dog kennel? Because we had a dog there too. How many motels do you know that keep dogs? Not a lot of them. Trust me, because they charge you. I literally was at a point where I was ready to come unglued on somebody. And that's whenever I got a message from a dear friend of mine on Messenger, relaying the message to me about my little buddy, saying that he was filing papers to sue us all, putting me back in the same damn mix with the same people that he had me in with the damn murder for hire. Little old me, So that just added another temperature notch, and I was hot. So I got to thinking, man. I was thinking, you talk bad thoughts, whatever, but I was thinking of something just to calm my nerves. It was really helping me out a lot. And I come up with an idea. You know how Doug was talking about wanting to bring Ernie out there to California and him have a little damn, one of them expeditions. Nah, I wouldn't go all the way to California for that. What I would do, I got something simpler than that. You see, I've rode bulls. That's 8 seconds. And that's a long 8 seconds, but it ain't quite long enough. And I played high school and college ball where they had a 25-second clock. That ain't quite long enough. Now, we've had 2-minute warnings. By God, that's just too long. I'm not going 2 minutes. But I decided that I could probably allow 40 seconds. 40 seconds. I would give him 40 seconds. Now, I would still be allowed to defend myself, block, but I could not throw a lick for the first 40 seconds. It could be all him. But then after that, it's on. And if he can survive 3 minutes, I'll give him another 3 minutes with a 40-second, beginning of it all too. I really was thinking about what I could take. What I could do. I could take that. I could lay there in a damn ball, fetal position, maybe. hammer on me 40 seconds. I can take 40 seconds. You ever looked at a microwave for 40 seconds? It ain't that long. You can actually make that happen. You can sing a song 40 seconds and go away. But that's what I told Pam. I said, if I'm at the point now where I'm about ready to just call him and say, look, if you can guarantee me $1,000, I'll come over and kick the shit out of you. But I'll give you 40 seconds on the front end of every round that you can last. But the rest of it, it's follow the wall. Just to get some money. I mean, I know I'm out of shape, but I'm not that bad out of shape. I was talking about pulling a Rocky, I was already having to walk so many damn miles up down these roads. I said, hell, I can get my damn cardiovascular shape. It has helped me on my smoking. Well, I ain't smoked that many of them because I ain't had that many of them. But I still have slowed down. I don't drink no more. I could get myself close enough to shape. I mean, hey, I ain't got to be no super stud to handle my business. You know what I'm saying? Because I never was actually, I only had a six pack for a little while. I had a six pack for maybe my 8th grade year for like that summer, the first part of summer. I think it was that, the first part of summer. And after that, I went to shit because that's whenever high school got to me. And that was cake parties and, Subway. But, and Chinese buffet. But that had a lot to do with it. It was start a downfall. Love handles, all that shit, come on. But I still got some arm. I still got some speed. And I can still take a lift. So I was really serious about it. I was my own press agent this morning when I was thinking about this shit. I was getting it going. I even had the music in the background. I had that music going in my head. I mean, it was really going down. It was helping me tick off on them damn walking them damn steps just to get to that bus. Because after everything that he's done to me, after everything he's done to everybody else, not just me, but I just look at the other people that he has done this to. It already actually tears through me like somebody with a damn razor blade every time I hear him coddle himself and ask why am I being treated this way in that sincere, so sickening tone. It just ain't justified. Because if he don't understand what he's done to people, then he don't have no business being out in public anyway. But I've already had to deal with that. And to be now told that he was going to sue me again because I have hurt his feelings? Really? I mean, he's already accused me of that several times. He's already claimed that he's threatened me with a lawsuit. He's threatened me. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you big time. But I never flinched. And I won't flinch this time. I will let that little bastard come at me. But like I said, I'm not going to sit there and be defensive. I will block. You'll have to get around the block. But I'll sit there, but I will not swing a lick for 40 seconds. But when that bell goes off at that 40-second butter, he better have his damn ducks in a row.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because that's when I'm going to tear his ass up. And it's going to be on. Because, see, that ain't going to be but 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Now, these tough man contests, I've been in some of them, and that's 3 minutes around. I'm going to tell you right now, you go to waylaying on each other for three damn minutes, there's no way in hell you're going to do that. You're going to be hanging on each other for the last minute and a half, unless you do it in the middle of it somewhere, make it look good. Because I'm going to tell you, you cannot throw them 16-ounce gloves around like that and expect them to be doing anything for 3 damn minutes. You ain't got the wherewithal. And everybody talks about, oh yeah, I'll wear him down. No, you wear yourself down dancing around out there 3 minutes. So, like I said, I'm willing to give him 40 seconds. He can be on me like a damn Spider-Man for 40 seconds. But then for 2 hours, 2 minutes and 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I'm going to destroy it. That's what I want to do. That's the thought I had. Now, mind you, I would get in shape. And, I'd let him, at least gain a couple pounds. He'd have to. I mean, I want to see him in some stretchy, gosh. I don't like him in the ones that you got buttons. I'd rather use a damn, lace up. At least give him some of that. Yeah. But as far as all this upsetting news that I've informed about whenever y'all come in the chat, I'm sorry if I didn't take it the way I was supposed to take it, but it didn't fucking bother me at all. Because I think it's bullshit. Okay? But of course I had one come in, you're such a sick man. I can't believe you make fun of him. There's some people that were born naked that come in these chats. I swear they are. You're such a sick man. That's why I unsubscribed. Woman, you were never subscribed to me again. What do you keep talking about? You don't even belong here. You've never even come across it. I've never seen your name. And I'm sick. Just because I told you he ain't dead. And he's the one telling you shot himself. Who's sick here, people? Oh, I mean, get a rest, okay? Or who's the idiot that gave the gun? That wouldn't have happened. It was mine. No, he don't come to my house and ask for no. You don't borrow my gun. That's like you can borrow a cup of sugar, but you ain't borrowing my car. You ain't borrowing my gun. I ain't playing that game. I don't care if you see an 8.6 across the road. You just think, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to do that. Oh, there ain't no full moon tonight. No, I know. I got a dog over here that's been yelping after a chihuahua for the last 2 nights. That's the most gut-wrenching noise coming out of his head. I know it's coming. I'm just glad it's cloudy here, where you can't see none of it. But yeah, you want to come in here and expect me to give you symptoms? I'll tell you what now. If they ask me to do his eulogy, you get the same damn thing. It is what it is. But like I said, I won't give him that much credit because he won't do that. He's too much of a coward to do that. That's fact, folks. You don't change overnight. A narcissist does not change. He showed you every sign of a freaking narcissist, just like the rest of them have, just like Benny Keys has, just like every fucking one of them has showed you. They're all the same cloth. They got their different damn way procedures of doing shit by screwing you over, but they're all doing the same damn thing. But some of y'all like it, so it really don't matter. You ain't gonna piss up my leg to make me think it's raining. I'm sorry, folks. Just don't fall for that shit. Ain't going to. Nope. Hey, fell off the curb. Well, he should have been holding that sign that said, please don't spit, can't swim. And he wouldn't have no problems right now. He wouldn't be having to worry about that ladder. He could have been okay with his little life preserver on and his sign. It might have saved him a little bit of time. But no, he's hard-headed. That's what happens. You can't help yourself sometimes. People are just so hard-headed. Yeah, that was that good-sainted, good-hearted Ernie as he was peeping Toming on 2 people that was having intimate relations inside their mansion home, he called it, which is nothing but a townhouse. But yeah, he was such a respectful man. He still is, as far as y'all concerned, but I digress. Secret emotion. I mean, what are we doing, people? How are we going to live this way? What are we going to do? Let me tell you something, folks. I can continue on with my channel. I can find other content if Ernie Keys is out of this picture. Not meaning he's met his demise, but when he is completely taken out of this whole entire genre, I will move on to somebody else. That is a fact, because I am not a drama channel. I do not have to depend on him. Okay? I just can't help it if I've got a stockpile of shit on him, because I am one of the first ones to start on his ass. It happens that way. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? And I will continue to stay on him. Why? Because I believe in what's right. And I guarantee you, if it's wrong, it needs to be addressed. Plain and simple. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Max, please stop that. God. nerve wracking. That boy ain't right. I just wish there was a way that he could see what he is doing is wrong. That's plain and simple. That's the commonality. He's wrong. I have tried my best. I have tried my best. Oh, now I'm not talking anymore. God, I hate this thing. Yeah. Okay. For shits and giggles, just to say that I did at least ask, let me get a one out of everybody out there that actually believes that Ernie Shell could have done this. And let me get a two out of everybody that believes that maybe it could have happened, but that Ernie ain't got the balls to do it himself. He'd have to get somebody else to do it. And then a three for somebody that says, there ain't no damn way that Ernie Shell would do it, period. Can I get that? You got three options. I tried to be politically correct, give you that third option. So I'm giving you three options. One says he bid it. Two is, nope, he got somebody else to do it for him. Three is, there ain't no damn way in hell. I want to see how many threes I get out of it. Come on. I just dropped my damn whole viewing session down 10 people. I want to see all threes out there. People come alive with it. That's what I'm talking about. Is that wrong to say? No. Is that wrong for us to say that? No, because we got faith in, we just know damn well Ernie ain't going to change the spot. You really think, John, that he'd get somebody else to do it for him? Now, you think about that, John. That would probably require him having to promise somebody some money, to do it. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to change your vote, but just think about it now. Do you really think, I say, for instance, he come to me and asked me to do it and offer me all this money. Now, where's he going to get the money from? And when's he planning on me getting it? Am I going to wait for Tina to send it to me on PayPal? I believe your answer should be a three by now. That's what I want to see, John. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I knew that was probably a typo. You're exactly right. There ain't nobody in hell gonna pick up that damn gun and say, "You shoot your ain't no way in hell I ain't doing that." And if you would tell Shelby that right now, Shelby would say, "You crazy as hell, I ain't gonna do it. Ain't no way in hell that." That's Jimbo. They'll tell you the same thing. If they do tell you that it actually happened, then I'll just leave it at that. That'll make an obvious statement.
All right, we're going how would that get?
Yeah. I just think that this shit is getting out of hand, folks. And what's irony is that I'm getting treated like a damn stepchild by some of these damn so-called subscribers that don't have a clue about my channel. I ain't never heard of my channel. But the ball will call me everything in the book and make fun of me and make derogatory comments about me because I'm just calling him out for what he is. And because I'm a hateful individual. How many of these people that is there out there that just completely I mean, I know they've got the CBD shits out there right now, but are they really? Is it really that strong? I mean, I know I walk around think like I always smell skunk somewhere, but is there that many people smoking that shit? Just out of curiosity, does it do that much to you? I mean, we all act like we're supposed to be on top of our game. We all act like you ain't gonna pull the wool over my eyes, but then we fall for shit like this. And it's like you can't tell them, you can't pull them back. Like, look, man, you're smarter than this. You act like you're smarter than this, but you're not acting it right now. You don't tell me what to do. I know what's right, and they go with it. And it's almost like you just got to throw your hands up. Like, you know, it's like tug of war. You win. I ain't touching this with 10-foot pole. I'm talking about kinfolk. I got kinfolk like that too, folks. That I would never imagine to fall for shit like this. I mean, them the first one say that's a scam. You better keep your eye on it. I'd listen to them. I'd be paying attention to them, like I've been trying to tell y'all about. But then also, first ones that say, "Yep, I knew them damn aliens were real. I've been watching that mountain out there. You know, that light comes up there. I mean, I can just see it, right? I mean, like, what the hell are you talking about? How can you talk out both sides of your mouth like that? Almost want him to shut the front door moving. You know? You got to pull the bullshit card out. Are you freaking kidding me? You have been my voice of reason for so many years. And now you want to talk about little green men like they're just, like you're talking about a bar of soap? We're not playing that game. Shut the front door. You need to start breaking bread and sharing what you own. And then maybe we might see eye to eye. But until then, you this close to me calling and getting a straight jacket put on you. I don't know how you can do that. I know. I said that earlier. How the hell can you? How is that? You know, when do we? When does the person that gets attacked by? Now, mind you, I can deal with an argument. I can deal with a debate. I can deal with a discussion, a debate, an argument. You know, voicing our opinions against each other. Both of us having to put our reasons why. I can deal with all that. And if I lose the argument, I can walk away and not be affected with it that much. And some people can't. Now, when an argument is lost, or whenever you show somebody you got proof that they're straight ass lying, and they ain't gonna get away with it, but they still deny it and they walk away just long enough to where they can turn around and cause you harm, other than, in other words, to go out of bounds, basically, to cause you harm because you showed them up, because you hurt their damn feelings, because the tootie hurts, and then you get completely outed, or either just lied about, slandered, just anything. I mean, all words you come up with, and you've got to build yourself back up in that. But you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to retaliate. You're not supposed to be aggressively forward of trying to prove yourself, to vindicate yourself, because it's so easy for these people that act so ignorant, like they don't see nothing, to look at you and say that you're a hater. You're being a hater. You're just hating on him. Why are you hating on him when he's so down? Have y'all not paid attention to this man? Okay, look, it's almost like you work at the daycare and you've never worked on a child that was just recently potty trained, okay? You sitting over in the corner with your hands in your lap. A youngin says he got to go pee-pee, and you looking at him and saying, go to the bathroom. Because you don't have a clue what you're doing. And that youngin goes in there, and next thing you know, the whole bathroom is just painted yellow or painted poo-poo green, because they have learned how to play with it. Because you have never seen newly potty trained child, just like you've never seen an Ernie Shell in action. But see, that would be an oxymoron too, because the reality is every night on his show. Last night, I mean, look, folks, this man went on an 8-hour jump. He had over 8 hours of live just in the last 24 hours. Okay, 8 hours. Now, if you give the man 8 hours of sleep, which I know a lot of us like that, we don't get that all the time. So that's 16 hours. Now, you've only got 8 hours left in that day to eat, poop, pee, watch a little TV, get a little damn heads up on what's going on, get a little info on your enemies. But in that 8 hours of all that time on YouTube, that's supposed to be his awareness time. I never once seen the first damn thing about awareness, but I did hear about saving children a lot. And I did see where he didn't put a video up where he had a picture screenshot of this boy that he supposedly saved that he did. But he still claimed he did. I've seen the murder for hire that he talked about, but he didn't. I mean, he spends all this freaking time bashing and hating on people, but then you people have this damn gall to come over here and act like he's a Hare Krishna or Charlie Manson. Oh, you just don't know him. He's just a special person. He got so much love in his heart. Oh, make my skin crawl. Get your tambourine and put the sheet back over you and just go on out there and go to town. I mean, I don't need it. I'm not going to listen to it. There's no help for you. But now, mind you, when you come back to me in 2 weeks or 3 weeks and you done realize, seen the light or your head popped out, you felt the ears when the ears folded back up and they popped when they come out of that butt of yours and you need help, come over and talk to me. I'm not going to turn you away. I'll do what I can to help you. Because that's one thing I haven't done. To see, all the rest of them can say what they want to. All the rest of them can say just what they want to. I've never changed. I even went to this man 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I asked this man, I told him straight out in the advice, because me and him had talked on Messenger in private. I asked him, I said, what is it going to take for us to get the truth? Because you keep climbing up, because I've seen the writing on the wall. I see the subscriber list going up. And I had already had a feeling about the damn show coming up. If it was going to take place, fine. I don't care. That's none of my business. But to keep riding this false claim out for the children, and on top of that, the other false claims that he's created, that he created to start his life with. That's really what it is. He fabricated his whole damn persona. I basically said, you need to come clean now. It ain't gonna hurt you. You got the sub count that can handle it. If you handle this the right way, you can come clean out of this, and you can keep on walking. You might take a couple blows. I'm not gonna lie to you and say you ain't, but you can take this and go with it. And hell, I'll even defend you. I'll even come up to you if you man enough to damn do it. I will help you because I want to see if you can change the way you say you are. Because I've had conversations with folks. I've got the damn chat. I got a video I'm trying to put up with them. Still debating on that because of him kissing my ass. Yes, I know. But then at the same time, us having some conversation where it's actually two people talking, other than this bullshit here. It's not admiration. It's acknowledgement of a human being, of there being a glimmer of hope somewhere inside that narcissistic brain. And I know he's not going to be, he wouldn't be the first. He did try to get, some kind of, remedy to it. But he's not dumb neither. You're right. He's not dumb. I know when I'm talking to him, I know I'm playing a double-edged sword. I'm not going to give it. It's a chess game between me and him. It always is. But his favorite words, don't hate game. Don't hate the players, hate the game. Or I control the narrative. Now, see, I helped him with that one. I have to say, because when I started doing digging into the psyche of the narcissist, I'm surprised nobody done there any earlier than this, because shit, look what we're dealing with. We've got a damn pot full of these suckers around here. They're like damn ladybugs stuck in a light socket. They're everywhere out here. Everywhere you turn, there's either someone narcissistic behavior or there's someone narcissistic tendency. There's two different things. Some were associated with a narcissist enough to where they carry on some of the traits, and some of them are just plain ass born that way. It's a born trait. But yeah, and we've all been affected by it. So everywhere we turn around, hell, I can give you the definition of narcissist. You can turn around, you probably name 5 people offhand right now that you consider being narcissist. I know I've got tendencies because I was raised by a narcissist. It happened. But I was able to help him with that coin phrase, I control the narrative. Now, he didn't see it at the time. That's what it was basically showing you, was a fault of the narcissist. Like we was talking with Don Wells. Every time, you cannot have a conversation with Don Wells and expect to get questions at him if you're going to throw softball questions at him. And on top of that, if you allow him to control the narrative. If you are being the interviewer, you got to have control of your interview. You cannot allow him to take lead and take off with it. And that's what happened. So he prides himself in controlling the narrative, just like he is doing now. Just like he is doing now. And every one of y'all that are believing this shit are allowing him to control the narrative. Are you talking about Jimbo's daughter, the one he raised hell about last night? The first time I've ever heard him raise his voice after all this time. That's what I was saying about. That would have been the damn time he'd had a strawberry shake thrown in his damn face. I'd have went and ordered a shake. I'd sit there when he was talking to me. I would have literally went to the counter or went to the kiosk, whichever one is. At McDonald's, got kiosks over now. Keep them, 6 apart. I would have ordered the large shake, strawberry shake. Of course, my luck, they probably wouldn't have shakes. Just like them, Checkers done me the other night. It pissed me off too, but that's a different story. But anyway, I would at least order a shake. Or call. If I couldn't get a shake, it would have been a damn Mr. Pibb or some lemonade or some shit. It'd been some sticky shit. And yeah, I'd have had it right ready. I'd wait till he opened his mouth just wide enough where I give him that freeze blast, that shit going down the next day. He would deserve that. That's what Jimbo said. Jimbo said that's what his daughter told her. Let's be clear about that. Jimbo stood up last night in his live and raised more hell about it and claimed that that's what his daughter had told him. Jimbo Collins is the man that is one of the co-hosts of the new Daytime Emmy nominee, The Stand. The one that you go to if you want to find dirt on Ernie Keith. They are the only channel that is against Ernie Keith and loves him at the same time. It's a love-hate relationship. It is. But mind you, like I said earlier, I can move on. I can quit worrying about Ernie after he is completely out of this. Whenever people quit believing his shit, they quit falling for it, or not just falling for it, they quit just making him believe that they believe his shit. Because I really have faith in people. I really believe that there's people out, everybody knows what the hell's going on, but they just love the drama. That's the whole way I give them credit for. I don't know why I'm garbled. I've got a damn set of earplugs on because I was going to try to walk around because this dog was probably going to start. I was going to try to get somewhere where I can concentrate. It's probably his earbuds. Well, look, now he's going to be in a bad spot. He should have at least maybe lost a pinky toe or something. accidental cleaning of a gun, of course, that would have to be something he'd have to play off anyway because, you don't have a gun. But he's not supposed to have one. I don't know. But anyway, some kind of accident will have to have happened. He can't just walk away from it now. He's got to lose a toe or something. I'm just saying. He has got to lose a toe, or I don't like pinkies. I think everybody should keep their fingers. I don't believe in that crap at all. That's like some of these movies where they got the damn the pliers sitting there, or the wire cutter sitting there on the table, and the people are barefoot and they're tied up these chairs, and you know what's going to happen. He's going to start pinking. He's going to start pinching off into pinky toes and all the toes. And I don't like that. Don't you start off taking fingertips off people. I can't stand that either. That upsets me. But I just know that he's in a situation now where he's going to have to. He's got to. It's going to be a hard decision. I don't know which one he's going to choose. I don't know which one he really needs. Was he really an athlete or anything, or is he left-handed or right-handed? All that needs to be played in. Jimbo probably know more about that because I seen him box and I wasn't really too impressed about that. So I could say either pinky, but I really don't like taking the parts of people's hand. I think it should really be a pinky toe. Big toe should be the last resort because I think that does have a lot of help with our step. I think you can lose a pinky toe and still walk with a little bit of grace. Might have a limp, but hell, I've had ingrown toenails and pinky toe. Feel like the whole damn thing gonna fall off, and I made it. It is what it is. So I think he needs to lose a pinky toe. Oh my God!
Who did that?
I know.
Max said so.
I know he did. Yeah, I know he did. Whew! Damn it, boy! All that fish? That's fish. Oh, I've been gassed. Lord have mercy.
I get spray.
Yeah, get the damn rose petal spray. Well, we're at the wrong spot right now if that's where we're wanting to gather up for that. We're waiting for it to come in through the back door. We're gonna be in a bind here for a minute because there ain't no truth gonna come in here. Of course, nobody believe what I gotta say anyway, because nobody wants to hear the truth. This putting around on an airplane right now when that lies is picking up speed and that damn set of crutches it's on. But it is what it is. You saw the big toe, both of them. You just mean, brother. Yeah. He could. I could see where that could be. If we lived in a vigilantist world, to where, like eye for an eye, to where like they do thieves sometimes over in the Middle East, they take an arm off or take a hand off. With what he's done to so many of these women, and I don't care what you so-called subs that love him and loathe him and want to drink the Kool-Aid with him believe, I don't care. I do believe that would be justified. At least one pinky toe, one big toe at least, and maybe a right ear. I think that would be justified. And he's really close to maybe losing his tongue. That could be, an argument if he was vigilant. I'm just saying that, I do got an open mind when it comes to that shit. I can see that. He did not shoot himself. The coward is still alive.
He is not brave enough to do so. This is a narcissist, folks. None of these narcissists are going to kill themselves. They are not going to happen. They can't be narcissists and kill themselves. Now, you can't ruin the diagnosis by claiming that they'll do that, because that'll throw Sigmund and Freud, that'll throw everything out of warp. All these so-called scientific, these psychiatrists and stuff have been doing this shit since the early God knows how long. You know, this has been a work in progress. They've been working on this shit for a long time. You cannot change the damn medical books like that. It ain't gonna happen. But that's the problem. That's why they go real life, because they don't have no imagination. See, to have content, to create content, to be a creator, you must have some level of creativity. And that means that you must garner at least some type of imagination. And that entails stepping outside the box, so to speak. Now, a lot of these people think that means when they get bailed out. No, I'm talking about outside the box, the realm of thinking. But when they want to get back in the box, they want to go after the gusto. It's like they in there trying to make a shiv. They're taking that toothbrush, heating it up with a lighter, and grinding it on the damn concrete. Lord, you know, that's their mentality. They go for somebody's damn jugular because that's all they can do, sneak attack somebody. Go after somebody's personal business. They don't have no rules. There shouldn't be a list of rules, but there should be a little bit of couth involved. And that's what comes back to the fact of a debate, an argument. Being called out on what you're doing is wrong, and you ain't got the proof to prove anybody you're wrong, but you're right. So it's just, don't worry about it. I'll get on Truth Finders. I'll find out some dumb shit that don't make no sense whatsoever. And I'll fix him. I'll embarrass shit out of him. And that works. Is it right? No, it ain't right. Has it pissed me off? I'll tell you this much. It's done more than pissed me off. It's got to me to a level of upsetness that I am literally imagining the moment that I have my reunion with two individuals that I know of. When we take time to think and talk about everything that we've done in our younger years, I can't get those thoughts out of my head. See, when you mess with somebody's life the way I got messed with, whether y'all want to believe it or not, I really could care less what the hell you believe, because y'all can believe anything. Y'all believe the dumbest shit anyway. But let me tell you something. When you get your damn ass hacked, when you get your damn life taken apart, when you're down there at the bottom of your damn rope and you're needing help and you get shit on, stomped on, just a little bit more, then come talk to me, okay? Because you don't know shit about what I went through. All you know is what some piss-ain't damn channel stirred up with lies, manipulated and distorted truth, and what some damn second-rate thug, wannabe, garage trash told you. And that's what you want to believe. So you go with it. And you can talk all the trash you want to about me. I don't give a shit. I know what's right. But it makes you feel better to call me the scammer. So I could give a fuck. That damn brain in a bucket, I don't give a shit about him either. Sorry, the way it is. No, you're gonna sit there and make jokes because I was scammed, I was played, my character was taken for granted, taken advantage of by manipulating me, or even info from a so-called family member, a sibling, matter of fact, claiming that it was true. And all I did was try to do the right thing. And you took that and ran with it. And you're supposed to be the damn critical thinker. And you think that shit's funny? You and your little damn Aussie sidekick? I ain't still over that either. And then I had the audacity to gaslight it after I got on your ass about it. Then you gaslight and played victim. So simple. Textbook. But there's a reason why you're in a bucket. And why would you even want, I don't understand that anyway. That's the hell of a damn character to be. But you chose that. I didn't. Now, I've stayed quiet for a long time. But I don't give a shit no more. I know there's been a bunch of lies and slander out there, and I know how some of y'all act. I seen y'all when I come over to damn Ernie's chat and I'm not talking shit. Oh, he's just stiff. He don't have no content. Man, what do you eat cardboard? I mean, do you have an imagination at all? I mean, to make comments, it's like coming here earlier tonight. I had that one coming here saying, you're a sick individual. I unsubbed. And I don't know what the hell her damn name. Her name was something just off the damn wall like I ain't never heard it before. Like, okay, first of all, you ain't never been a sub. And now I'm supposed to damn shed a tear and be upset because you think he shot himself, and I'm telling you that some of you too much of a coward do it. And I'm sick. And I'm sick. But that's what I said. These people, I laugh at them. Some of them can say the dumbest shit and be so damn intelligent, or think they are. How you doing, Bama Williams? I sure hope that's Bama Williams. I was just asking about you the other night. I hope that's Bama Williams, because I swear to God, if somebody else is using her damn likeness to come in here, well, I can't get to this laptop, but I can sure enough try. Bama, when's the last time I sent you a message? A messenger? Can you tell me, Bama? I'm giving you time. Bama, I got a security question. All right, 10-4. 10-4. I'm going to let you go on that. Now, it's a little vague, but I mean, I'm going to let you go on that. It's better than last week, anyway. How you been doing? Lord have mercy. Oh, it's been a one fun roller coaster ride for me. Have you been to court yet? We was talking about the other night. I thought it was in February, but somebody said maybe it might have been the 1st of March or somewhere around March. We were just checking to see how everything went. Not trying to get any business. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. I'll put a link out here if you want to talk. Okay. There you go, Bama. Hey, girl. Let me get you up in there. How we doing, sweetie?
Doing good. How are you?
I am trying. I'm making it. I'm above ground. I'm making it. We're getting over these damn obstacles, but we're doing all right. How you been doing? How's your
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Now can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So you're above ground. You're doing good then, right?
Yeah, it's been a struggle. The damn COVID's got us in a bind right now, waiting on we finally got the approval. We're gonna start back the 21st. They're gonna let us come in and hire into work. I ain't been able to get my damn assistance or my per diem yet. So until I go to the orientation, which because that's the ground zero of the COVID damn strain that went through, until I get into there, I'm stuck on just out here in limbo. But it's working out. We're getting there slowly but surely. Thank God. I got some real good friends that have been helping us out. I tried to go get plasma today, something that I've never wanted to do in my life and never thought I was going to do. And I've always tried to avoid that issue. I've had friends of mine do it, but I was told today that I could not use being I've been living in motels for the last 2 years and I've been up here in Augusta working. That doesn't count as a damn residence. I've got to have a apartment or a house. Yeah. And I know a lot of people that is tight for funds that does this stuff, you know. I've never done it, but I've never heard them have to say that, but that's the criteria. Apparently they got a lot of plasma laying around. They don't need that much or something. I don't know. I never imagined that being done, but I was kind of pissed, but at the same time happy. You know, I really needed the money, but at the same time, I don't like needles. I mean, I'm afraid of needles. I mean, I'm just dead afraid of them, but I was willing to take one for the team. But how you been doing, really? I'm tired of talking about me.
I'm doing really good.
That's good. Well, have you went to court? You had your court date?
Went to court January 31st. It has come out that I absolutely had nothing to do with what happened. And never said anything to anybody about doing what they did. And everything should be done over with April 18th. So
April 18th. Well, that's good.
Yep.
That's actually quicker than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
COVID and all that. Well, did he have to show up at court or anybody? Did anybody show up at court on I knew the mother was on your side anyway. I think wasn't she? When that whole curse, she was sitting out there with you.
The mother and the son both showed up.
Right. Okay.
Both on my behalf. Everything's great.
That's good. It's still a damn obstacle you had to go through, though. That's just the whole point of it. It's like I've always said, a truth goes around on airplanes slower than a damn lie can get around on crutches. I mean, people will run with it, and that's what you'll be remembered as. It ain't right. After 30 years of busting your ass trying to make a name for yourself, you know, you got to go back and start over. Deal with skeptics.
Well, you know, I got told by an old timer a long time ago, an old door kicker, that if a bounty hunter doesn't get arrested at least one time in his career, he ain't doing it right.
Yeah.
But this didn't even have anything to do with my job. So
yeah,
it just is what it is. I'm living life. I'm happy. I'm not happy on another personal level, though. My boys are being deployed.
Nah, that's what I was afraid to hear. I got a friend of mine in Indiana. She's an MP here in the States, but she's going back. It looks like they're going back now.
Yeah, they're being deployed to the outskirts of Ukraine in Romania and Poland.
Is that part of the UN people? Is that part of the UN defense?
Well,
I mean, they can't tell you probably. They can't tell you what they're going over for.
No, but one of my sons said, "Mom, our CO looked at us and said, if you get to come back home stateside, the guy next to you won't."
Yep.
All my boys are in combat units, so it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. How long have they been in service? Were they in reserves now, or they've still been?
Oh no, they're all of them are active duty. Oh Lord, my oldest one's been in 18 years.
Okay.
He's almost hitting retirement. My youngest one has been in 3 years.
Yeah, I got a daughter. She's been out. I think she's been in reserves, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, my stepdaughter. She's been in reserve. She's been in the reserves for what, 3 years, 4 years, or longer than that, ain't it?
Yeah, been longer than that.
But she was over there in the Second War after 9/11. She joined up, went to St. Paris Island,
Yeah.
camped, did all that. Shipped out, spent most of her time in Korea and Kuwait, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
In
so
the,
I've got one stress off my shoulders, and now I got my boys to worry about. You know,
you don't get no break. You don't get a break, do you? You get a chance to breathe. That's it. It's almost like quicksand. That's what I've always called it. It's like quicksand with a dead tree sitting there. The only thing you can grab a hold to, and dead branches. Just enough to keep your head above the sand, and the branch breaks, and you got to reach for another one.
Yep.
That's the way the world is.
I heard somebody we know got arrested.
Well, that's the lightest part I've heard. I've seen that in the chat. I heard that he offed himself tonight. I heard he damn shot himself, but I knew that was bullshit. I mean, that's what come in the chat, and I was called a sick bastard by saying there ain't no way because he's too much of a coward to do it. But I was sick for saying that. But
no, that's an accurate statement.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be sad. I don't like to hear about nobody offing themselves. It is a coward's way.
I mean, I don't think you can't. There's no way in hell you're gonna tell me he does that. He's a narcissist. It don't happen.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to.
He can't
because he loves the attention too much.
Look, I'm not a bad. You got to be a brave man to do something like that. I'm not even. There's no way in hell I would do it. I mean, I'd have a hard time doing it if I had a choice between me and my wife. I still wouldn't like doing it.
All bullshit aside, all bullshit that Ernie Shell has pulled.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to see anything bad happen to him.
No.
Not in that aspect.
Exactly.
Would I like seeing him in jail? Sure. Would I like seeing him in trouble? Sure.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to see him in a box.
Well, I even said a big toe,
God has taught me to forgive. I don't have to forget, but I can forgive. Ernie Shell, the last time he pulled this crap with me years ago, all it did was make my business better, and I made more money than I've ever seen doing this industry. So if he wants to keep attacking me, he's more than welcome to, because all it does is raise my pocketbook level.
I even told him 3 weeks ago. I sent him a message on Messenger. I told him, I said, look here. I said, don't you think it's about time with your rise now? You finally getting everything you wanted. I've already heard your conversations. I remember I got it verbatim when you sit there and told everybody, you told Jamie that you told Jamie you was going to be famous. You told Jamie you was going to be famous. You made these comments. You always say you control the narrative, all this shit. You got everything going your way. Don't you think it's about time before you get any more higher in that ladder? You just come clean on what the hell you know is a lie, that you already know is a lie that you've been denying. And just admit it. You'll lose a little bit. You might lose a couple of subs, but you'll still be able to garner a little bit of respect. And then I said, hell, I'll even back you if you just come clean. He couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Well, here's the thing. Okay. He destroys people. He tries to destroy their reputation. He tries to cost them money, cost them jobs. I don't wish him dead.
And he don't wish us dead either. That's just part of his act. I mean, he's got a persona. He's a hateful son. He's a hateful little bastard. He is.
And, every time he attacks me, I make more money doing my job.
And I know that's what I did. I went through the same thing with him.
All he wants to. Ernie Shell, thank you, because you have made my checking account explode.
Yeah.
Because every time you badmouth me and somebody that knows me knows better, they just hand me more contracts. That's just the way.
I'm envious of you.
I don't want anything bad to happen to Ernest Mac Shea.
Well, I mean, out of humanity, no, I wouldn't want either.
But
I don't.
Also, in the same breath, I don't want to see anything happen bad with Griff, Mrs. Griff, Jimbo, any of the people that don't deserve what he's doing. I have no ill will towards anybody.
Mm-hmm.
When you reached out to me about something, and
I
I'm
know.
not putting your business out there,
No, I know.
I reached back out and I did what I wanted to do.
And that's the same thing I did back in the day. You know, nothing. I'm not comparing it to, but whenever we first met,
And like
the
I
goal
told
was
everybody,
to get your story
if I
out
got
there.
some- like I tell everybody, if I've got something and I can help you,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna send you what I got.
right.
That's all there is to it, because I'm not gonna see anybody hungry or homeless.
Well, see, that's what got me with you anyway, because everybody knew you that way. Everybody I talked to about you already looked at you that way. They knew what type of person you was. But the effect that he had on you with the county, with the damn the people from the FBI, with all these associated people, because what it was is the cowardness of them. Be honest with you, that's what it was, Bella. It wasn't that he had control or he had any kind of contact. It was the fact that these people, we live in a job scared world now, where everybody is so scared for themselves. When it comes to a juvenile and anything like that accusation, they start getting a distance real quick.
Yeah.
You'll see who your friends are. They'll all walk back. It's just like in construction work. You want to sit there and somebody wants something to change. They don't like the way they've been treated. They'll get all together. They'll talk shit. Then there'll have to be one person up there standing for everybody while the rest of them just keep easing back. And it happens every day. But that's the world we live in. It's job scared.
Well, I truly found out who my friends were when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because my face was plastered all over the TV in California. California. People that I've worked with, Texas, Oregon, Washington. I have worked with people in every single freaking state.
You know, your character seems like that's the first thing that gets assassinated. I mean, that assassination of character is what happens. That's the first thing to go.
Every single person that knew me personally still has my back.
Yeah.
Still. Bama, you need work? We'll bring you out here and we'll work.
Yeah.
I appreciated that. You got on here defending me and my character, not even had met me in person one time.
I met you through your friends. I knew that. I knew who you were.
I
take that, and that means a lot to me. I mean, people, word of mouth, what people think about somebody.
Yes.
You know, that is a character rep. I really do believe that. I mean, that's that right there. You can get the truth out of a friend. A friend can even tell you just how bad you are. He can say, look, I love the woman to death, but I'm going to tell you right now, watch her on this right here. That's respect right there.
Yeah.
They still got your back, but they still know you. I mean, you don't have that.
And, you showed me that you had my back with this situation. Mm-hmm. You got me on there and you let me speak my piece, my thoughts, my feelings. And when you did that, somebody's going to jail.
I just seen the blue lights, and that waiting on the rumors to start right now.
Oh,
I got pulled over.
and that's the guy back there that they're dang near strip searching in the middle of the road. They're tearing his pickup truck apart.
Jesus.
But when you did that, that showed me. So when you reached out about that subject,
mm-hmm.
and you told me that somebody was in need,
mm-hmm.
my ass was on me. I covered that need because when I was in need, you covered that need.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard to do because I knew what you was going through and everything, what you had, but I also knew that I didn't have. They needed help, and I knew that you had the resources to do it. But at the same time, I didn't want you to be put. I didn't. That was a kind of a hard situation to do. Go.
You know what? When somebody says, Jimbo,
and my character was already attacked as it was, so it was really hard for me to even come out.
When somebody says, Jimbo, that they are your friend and they got your back, like you said, mm-hmm. I'm saying it to you.
I know.
You're my friend. I got your back.
Oh, I know that.
If I don't have it at the time, I'm honest about it.
Hey, that shouldn't matter, because the fact is, everybody is going to be in moments where they can't help. That don't mean you're not your friend. You can't look at it.
That's right. Yeah.
You can't expect everybody to help you out in situations like that. That's
Well,
what that's what being flexible
I jump through my ass to help anybody. I don't care who it is.
well,
If Ernest Shell was honest with me right now, and Jimbo and this right here, I want you to understand something. If Ernest Max Shell called me right now and said, Bama, bygones are bygones. I am in the roughest spot of my life. Could you help me? I would drive my happy monkey ass, because that's how I was raised. That's how God would want me to be. Not Ernest Shale, not anybody else, but my people, my circle, my family, and my God would expect me.
I would do it even if there was a chance that it would be used against me. I would do it even if he.
That's right.
If later on he come back and swapped it around like somebody else done to me not too long ago, I would do that. I could not change my character. I would do it again. I mean, I've been burnt.
I can't change my fibers in my body. I can't do it.
I've had strangers I've never even hardly knew that helped me out in situations where I didn't have nobody else to turn to, that I never imagined in a million years. I had a poker rally run for me in North Carolina with guys from work that I barely even knew that was able to help me in a situation that nobody else could help me in. I mean, and that right there gives me enough solace to where I can say, look, I can take the good with the bad, but I'm not going to just use one situation against everybody else, because you can't do that.
Yeah.
You got to take the chance.
Absolutely.
But for people to just come out and lie about you, or just come out with a blatant damn lie for no reason, to just say something that don't make no sense, that really blows my mind. But it happens.
You know what?
You can't figure it out.
Jealousy is a green-eyed monster. I have integrity. I have perseverance. I have class. I have tact. Yes, I've made some mistakes on here. I made a big-time boo-boo because I knew he was watching. I knew he was recording. I made that mistake. That's my fault. I should not have let him corner me the way he did.
Well, if you learn from it.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't care if he's watching anymore. I don't care if he's recording anymore.
I am not pretending like I weren't talking about cutting off his fingers and toes. I did say that a while ago, and I said that if we lived in a vigilante society, if you really want to take the words out of context, sweetheart, go and do it that way. I said if we lived in a vigilante society, I could see the argument compelling that he deserves to lose a pinky toe, or even a big toe, or even a tongue, to be exact, if quote unquote want to get with me. There you go again. One more of your little dumb statements.
Well, here's Griff. Quit paying attention to the comments right this
I know. I just happened to catch it out of the corner of my eye. I mean,
I know. But you know what? But you know what? People that take what you say and twist it or take it out of context.
They were already doing it anyway. They were already started that way. It was already happening.
Yeah. You know, all you have to do is set that aside, because every time you let somebody get you out of who you are, which Ernest Shell has done, I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of letting him get me out of who I am. Mm-hmm. But you know what?
See, that's the difference in people like us, is we're able to take our hate and set it aside, our aggravation. It's not really hate. It's our disapproval. It's our trying to get to honesty. If somebody's in a bind, I mean, it's almost like a damn war hospital, being a doctor on the front lines in a war. You know, you've got to be able to help the enemy as well as you help yourself. I mean, if somebody's sitting there wounded, they bring them in there. You got to have enough damn common sense and enough respect for yourself to be able to help that man being a human being. Take the enemy part out of it. Some of these people are not built that way. They haven't grown up yet, I guess you say.
Yeah, well, if they'd have picked up the Bible and read, God wants you to be accepting of all, even your enemies. Treat your enemies with kindness. That's where
even us heathens,
kill them with kindness.
Right, even us heathens like myself that don't go to church every Sunday, we still read the Bible and still respect the Bible.
I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't go to church every Sunday. But guess what? I know what it says, and I've tried living right. We all falter. We all make mistakes. If we were perfect, God would have made us all to look the same and act the same, and then it'd be a boring damn world.
That's right.
You know, I'm not
a Bible. He gave us all these mentalities.
You reap what you sow.
That's right. That's right.
Karma? Woo.
Yeah.
I've seen her a couple of times.
I think there's some people without enough conscience to even recognize karma. They don't. they've always got a chance of getting out of it. They're better luck than some people are. They've always got somebody there that can help them. They don't never get to feel the pain of what we feel, like normal people that go through hell like that.
Yeah.
That's the way life is, though. You can't.
And I did find out there's 7 spoof accounts with my name on it.
No shit. Well, that's why I was making sure tonight.
7 different accounts with attached to my name.
Oh, I got several of them. I got Matt goes to or Griff goes to what the hell is that Grinder. His wife, my wife's name's even involved in him. They some low lifes out here.
Yeah.
That love just
I look at it this way: if they're going to imitate me, that's because they want to be me.
Yeah, that's true.
I take it as a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be me that bad? Come pay some of my bills.
Yeah.
You want to be me so bad? Come deal with my husband's health issues.
I just wish karma sometimes could go in disguise instead of going in. Maybe that she can get her point across a bit more. Maybe we need to help her on that. Because I mean,
yeah. She will strike when the moment is right. She will. Yep. When somebody least expects it, she'll strike.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm just going to sit back and go, well, I'm not guilty of doing anything. You had it coming.
Well, I had about a month ago, I got a phone call. It was a text. It was actually email first, and then it escalated to text. But from a little woman, she was employed. She's she works in the political / infrastructure of Washington D.C. basically, but from South Florida. Anyway, she got a hold of me and was wanting to find out wanting information, and it reminded me so much of what you went through. It was 2 different fields, mind you, but it was just listening to her talk, her strength, the way she was able to talk, her confidence about herself. She wasn't taken into it. She was feeling the outside of it. She realized she had went too far. She sent him a picture of her personal picture, and then she seen where it was going. She had accidentally told him. I
know who you're talking about. She reached out to me.
I told her to. I did tell her to get out. Gave you her email address to do it. But she was a sweetheart. But she was I'm telling you, she's sharp. She's real keen. She's seen the writing on the wall. But she was wanting to know. She happened to accidentally come across one of my shows whenever she had got through watching his, and then me. As a matter of fact, it was me and you. It was our live when we was on with Red Riding Hood. That's the one she saw.
Yeah.
And I told her about reaching out to you and talking to you, and you get fill her in. But she was very smart. But she seen the writing on the wall. She knew where he was after.
Yeah.
And that's what I really, even though it was by sheer luck that she was able to reach somebody like that, the point was there is hope that not everybody is that naive. And I'm telling you right now, a lot of these people that are subs to him, they're fail junkies. They're wanting to see him fail. They're not there for the ride. They're not there to drink the Kool-Aid. But they act like it. Whatever they can do to keep him riled up, to keep him doing what he's doing. That's the way the game's played. That's the sickness of YouTube. It's just that's what sells.
Yeah.
Reality sucks until they add a little embellishment to it. That's the irony of it. But I don't know. I'm just glad to see that the word is getting out. There is people that know, but at the same time, you're almost like you're in a phone booth with a hornet's nest that you can't see behind the damn phone, and 1 or 2 of them's coming out at a time, and you're swatting them back. You can't got nowhere to run, but you're at the mercy of whenever one wants to pop you, because that's what happens when you deal with these haters out here and these other drama channels that need attention. Because I've seen them. You can sit back and watch them. If you gave yourself enough time and enough respect, you can see how much attention Ernie was drawing when they were coming out of the woodwork to go over there and get bashed by him, to get ridiculed by him. But that's part of life, because good publicity and bad publicity is the same damn thing. You still get the views and clicks. Somebody's going to feel sorry for you, or somebody's going to say, yeah, you're doing good, and it's all going to work out. And that's what it was all about, commercialized. I realized it wasn't about true crime. It's never been about true crime. That's been a facade the entire time. The true crime is what's going on right now in this damn genre.
Yeah.
It's exploitation. Everybody's doing it in some shape, form, fashion. And honestly, I have to admit, if I was to sit down and dissect my channel, like everybody else's channel, if we would actually sit down and actually look at our own selves, we could see some part of every one of these channels, every one of us are doing this, even if we're not doing it, if we're doing it involuntary, part of us somehow we are exploiting some which way or another. I'm not proud of that. There's ways we can change that. But
and that's why, I had the idea of starting my own channel about teaching people the right way of doing what I do. But this is exactly why I won't.
That's exactly right.
Everything can be misconstrued. Even if you're given flat out TCA codes from the Tennessee code book.
Yep.
Well, that can be misconstrued this way, or that can be misconstrued that way. No, Tennessee code, TCA code is what it is. Yep. It is plain and to the point. There's no misconstruing it, but somebody out there will.
Let me tell you, Bella, that's the truth there. If I would not be in a situation I'm in now, this is honest God truth, and I don't mean to disrespect anybody that's in this YouTube, because I have met some real good people, and I'm happy to be here. But to be honest, to be totally honest with you, if I would have never come out and started this channel, started my talking about true crime with Summer, I would not be in the position I am right now. That is a fact. Whether y'all want to believe it or not, this is not where I'm always been. This has been my downfall. Now, I don't want to let go of it. I don't want to make it that. I want to admit that. I know that's what's happened. But I don't want to quit it, because I want to try to make something different out of it. But I do know for a fact that if you got to have a reaction, an action that happened to cause it, me making this channel is what caused it. I mean, I had this channel just to make videos for my kids. And until I started, whenever I seen Don B and Nita getting on there, doing their bullshit for clicks and views, I didn't like it. And I made the first opinion show about that. That started. If I would have never done that, I would not be in the position I am right now. And that's just being honest.
And
that's the way it is.
I want to help everybody, and I want everybody to learn this job the right way.
Mm-hmm.
But after,
is there a right way? Is there a right way?
Oh yeah.
I mean, YouTube wise, what I'm saying, I don't know, but yeah, your job, there's a right way to do it. My regular job is the right way, but as far as YouTube, is there actually a right way? I mean, I see the wrong way. I don't know.
I've seen so many YouTube channels. This one, The Stand, Jimbo's channel, Ernie Shell's channel. I've seen a bunch of channels, even from people that I don't even know, that I just be scrolling through YouTube, and guess what? There's a channel. Something catches my attention. I watch it. And I sit there and I go, oh my God. Oh my God.
Very good channel too.
I don't want somebody attacking my profession. I've had enough people doing that are in the profession that think that they're more than what they are. And I'm tired of the chaos and the drama. We got enough going on in this country right now.
I catch myself when I see these new channels that I catch and I like, and I draw attraction to them. I catch myself seeing them, and the first thing in my mouth is, I can pretty much tell who they will offend and how long, and that they're going to be attacked. That's the bad thing about it, because even though what they're saying is true, what they're saying I'm 100% behind, I still, being what I've dealt with, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Well, they're not going to be here long, because they're going to walk away, because they're not going to put up with the shit, or or somebody's going to attack them in a way that it just ain't right. And that's how it is. That's bad, but that's, instead of being able to enjoy channels, now you're seeing that you realize that it's reality. If they're being honest, they're being truthful. And there's a way of being honest and being comical. There's a way of being honest and being thought-provoking. There's a way of being honest and without jabbing, and still having good content.
Yeah.
But some way.
I mean, I look at it this way, okay, Griff, and I need you to follow me here for a second.
I got you.
No matter who says what comments on here, no matter who says what comments on Ernie Shell's channel, or on Jimbo's channel, or on any other channel on YouTube for that fact.
Mm-hmm.
My boys, my hearts are over there fighting for every person's right to say what they feel like saying. They're fighting for that freedom of speech. They're fighting for their freedoms over here. I
For
don't
them to
care
have
what
the
Ernie.
opportunity to do what they do in these chats, to hate, to do whatever they want to do, whichever way they want to go. If
Too many
those boys are out there
soldiers.
fighting for that right.
Too many soldiers, past, present, and future, have spilled blood for every person in the United States to be a free-thinking individual.
Yep.
These are my sons.
They didn't do it for a president. They didn't do it for a damn senator. They didn't do it for nobody, but for their own freedom and for their own people, side by side, and for their own loved ones.
For the Americans living on this soil. My sons could possibly not come home to fight for Ernie Shell, for Tina Simmerly, for everybody.
They're fighting for that opportunity.
My flesh and blood.
What they pulled January 6th on our capital. You imagine doing that in Russia? That wouldn't happen. Every damn one of them would have been shot down. But because these people over fighting for these damn they're allowing you to do that crap.
I am sacrificing my sons. My sons are sacrificing their own lives.
They're brave.
For everybody's freedoms to say whatever they choose to say.
Yep.
I lost my oldest son's father in Afghanistan during Desert Storm. I know what it's like to be standing at the airport and watching that flag-draped coffin come off the plane. I know that pain.
And getting that knock at the door.
They have no idea. No clue what it's like to be a soldier or the mother of a soldier or the wife of a soldier if they're going to bash other people for having freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
I want everybody to know watching this, including Ernie Shell. My kids are fighting for you. My sons, my flesh and blood, my babies, the ones that I carried in my body are over there fighting. And they will continue to fight.
I was the only player on my senior year that got a scholarship to play ball. I had 4 players on my football team my senior year, fellow seniors that chose to join the service and went straight over to the first storm, the first time when they went over to Kuwait. They signed up and they went through boot camp. That gave me the opportunity. Those 4 people, 3 of them didn't come home, but they gave me the opportunity to do what I want to do, to go to college.
Yeah.
I don't get that opportunity in any other country. A lot of countries don't get that.
My dad was locked up in Hanoi prison.
Yeah.
My dad was a prisoner of war for 9 months. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, everybody in my family, from me all the way over, has served. We've all served. I've served. So.
And to come home and be called baby killers, be locked up in a damn, being held hostage over there, held prisoner in a damn Hanoi prison, or come home and be at the airport being called and thrown.
I served this country long before I had my boys.
Yeah. What branch was you in?
There is no greater honor, no greater than to serve your country. But
what, you and your husband, both of y'all in the military? Y'all both were in the military, wasn't you? What branch was y'all in? Marines or Army?
Marines and Army.
Marines, Army, okay.
As a mom, my heart is breaking and shattering because I know what my boys are facing. But as a mom, as a mother, there's so much pride that I have in my boys. Yeah. Because they felt that sense of duty. I didn't force my boys to go in the military. Every single one of my boys.
How how much of the soldier in you though has to take over to keep
Yeah.
that composed?
Yeah.
I mean, being that you're former too, but that mother instinct still got to.
It outweighs the soldier. I promise you, it does. But the pride outweighs everything.
Yep.
It outweighs everything. And
You're the reason why they're going over there, Bama. They're proud of you too.
yeah. Oh yeah. They felt that sense of duty since they were little. Always have.
They
And
wouldn't
I
have
never
joined. They wouldn't have joined if they wasn't for you and their
Yeah.
father. They wouldn't have joined.
They were raised in a patriotic household.
Yeah, which I was too. I was a military brat, and my dad was in the Air Force. We went from all over the place. We went from officer training in Illinois to Fort Walton Beach to Eglin Air Force Base, then out to Edwards Air Force Base and Tucson, all over. He was jet engine mechanic. It was during the Cold War, type of deal back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. But after the hostage crisis was over, it pretty much everything went quiet. Then what they call the Cold War between
Right.
everybody.
My husband was over there during the Cold War.
He come out the year they took the wall down the last year whenever he actually retired from the Air Force.
I have a piece of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It sits on my dresser every day.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm dusting my dresser, it gets lifted up, dusted under, and right back down in the same place. It's always sat on a small American flag.
Matter of fact, he was at that base. He was at that German base on the Berlin side. I think on this side, or right for the wall. Yeah, it was on the east side, no, west side. It was on the west side. I can't remember what the hell the name of that base was. It was start with an F. Wouldn't it F? Didn't it start with an F or something like that? I'm just lost it right now. The German, the base we had right there in
in Frankfurt.
Yeah, Frankfurt, Air Force, the actual Air Force base we had there.
Yeah.
Wasn't that an Air Force base? Yeah.
Well, they had an Army Joint Air Base there.
Mm-hmm, right.
But now they've got Army, Marine, and no, they still have Air Force there. Army, Marine, and Air Force.
Yeah, my daughter, matter of fact, she was over in Germany for a little bit whenever she got.
My son David, he went from here to the Air Force Base in Germany and then over to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway.
I got you.
Griff, I love you. I love Mrs. Griff.
We appreciate it.
To all the people on here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to feed my husband.
How's he doing?
He's right now.
Last time I seen you was sick. Is he still sick? He's still
he's doing good. He's doing good on that aspect.
Oh, he's walking on eggshells with you right now. Is what it is because of the baby.
Yeah. Well, our 26-year-old is here. He flies out tomorrow for deployment. So we're trying to spend all our time with him that we can right now.
That's good.
So.
Hey, make the best of it, sweetie.
Oh, he has got a sense of humor and a personality like nobody's business. He is following in his dad's footsteps as far as MOS in the Army. He's 88 Mike, truck driver.
Right.
One of the most dangerous jobs you could have in the military, believe it or not. Even though it's not a combat unit, what does everybody attack when the convoys are rolling?
Well, see, that's like my daughter. She was recovery unit. That's what they did. They drove the Hummers. Now, they dealt with the damn, but that was a bad part of the unit, too, though. They were recovery. They don't go in there. What they had is what she saw, but she drove them damn big-ass trucks like it wasn't nothing out of style now.
Yeah, and they get attacked quite often.
Yeah, they do.
But I'm going to go and feed them their Arby's and love on him and then put him on the airplane tomorrow. So.
But just know he's got a head on his shoulders. If he's anything like his mama, I know he's got a head on his shoulder, and he's going to be all right. Just
he's my identical copy. So.
There you go. We'll pray for him. We're still going to pray for him. We'll.
I appreciate that. Now we'll let him know. I'm going to go hug his face and love on him some. So.
Embarrass the shit out of him. Make him happy.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Not to you, Mr. and Mrs. Griff, and everybody on here. I'm going to go spend some time with my boy.
Take care of some business.
She was just talking.
How are you doing?
Doing good.
She can't hear you. I got the damn earphones on. She can't hear you, but she
All
said
right,
she'd
don't pay
see
me
you.
no attention.
I was
I've been
telling her.
outside in the rain with Max.
Right. Well, I
Listen.
will holler at y'all later. Bye bye. I'm home.
Hey, God bless you, sweetie. Tell everybody say hey.
Have
I
a good
will.
weekend.
Her son's been deployed tomorrow.
Oh, where's he going?
Over there to Germany.
Oh,
You know, no matter what happens, you got to realize if you try to say that reality, that kind of reality, I don't see a problem with it sneaking in. Because we wouldn't be able to be doing what we're doing right now if it wasn't for them soldiers. Now, mind you, every war we've ever been involved in, except for the 9/11, has been somebody else's war. But we are the power that we made ourselves out to be. We are the defenders of justice, and we are America. We are what every country wants to be or can't stand. And that holds a lot of clout. But we do every one of us take advantage of that situation a lot. We neglect to realize how much we take for granted that we're American. We do we want to. But we don't realize what that actually being America really, how much weight that carries. Being an American is not just being born here. It's a pride. It's something you grasp a hold to. It's freedom. It's statehood. It's even though you might be from the South, or you might be from the North, or you might be from California, you might be from the East Coast, we're all Americans. You might be Republican, but you wouldn't have that right or that choice of a political party if it wasn't for what America and what others before us, our predecessors, generations before us, what sacrifices they made in order for us to make those choices, to have those choices. Choices that we don't have to sneak around and do. Choices that we literally can vote on. You know, the world has been full of psychopaths, evil, but mind you, every one of them had an outrageous intelligence level. You can't blame it on stupidity, because in their own sick, twisted ways of logic, there were so many of these so-called dictators or these evil leaders that could still be considered geniuses because of their mentality. They just chose to do what they want to do. Now, mind you, that's what I was talking about the night about being gentlemen. What we consider and want to be gentlemen now, what we want ourselves to be portrayed as gentlemen back in the early parts of our beginnings, those traits that we want to consider to be righteous and be what makes a man being a gentleman would have pretty much caused the death of majority of us men back then. Because that passiveness, that respect, that clout, that being a compassionate person was a weakness. And there you go, when you talk about these insane people, I'm not talking about Putin, I'm talking about Hitler, I'm talking about Stalin, all these people from back in the day that was leading these hordes. Genghis Khan back further than that. You know, these people were just willing to do the most evilest task in order to take over, to control. It was dog eat dog, survival of the fittest. What we want to be a gentleman today we need to start realizing we wouldn't even exist back then. That should tell you how much, as a society, as a culture, as a generation that is part of a culture, how much we have progressed. And why have we progressed? Why have we been able to get better? Why have we been able to get to a point in our lives to where now we can judge ourselves, our gentlemanly attributes, as being the definition of what you would describe as a true gentleman? Why that is so much less than what one would have probably looked at and would have actually garnered respect for from way back then. We should look at that and realize that the only way we can get to this level of passiveness, this level of civility, is by learning from our past, realizing our faults, and realizing where we can be so much better. See, that's my biggest argument when it goes to cancel culture, when it goes to trying to get rid of our past. That, to me, is going to be a stake in the night. It's going to be a stake in the heart. It's going to completely destroy us. We are going to lose the ideals of garnering, respecting those before us, dissecting and looking deep into their faults in order to find righteous ways of doing things. Because if it wasn't for them and them making the mistakes that they did, and also if it wasn't for them seeing their own mistakes and trying to make a difference and make changes to where we can be where we are right now as a civilization, we wouldn't have the opportunity to be as passive and be as gentlemanly as we are right now. We would be the same, the way we try to act. Some of us try to act now. There's a bunch of us out there try to act just as damn evil, maniacal as we possibly can. But imagine if we all literally had to act like that just to survive. I think you see a whole lot of y'all cowards that all talk you trash, play your games, attack, hate, bash. Y'all wouldn't be coming out so much. Because see, what you need to do is realize that the best thing that could ever happen to allow you to be able to put out your hatred, to spew your poison, would be that us and our predecessors learned from our past, and that allowed us to be as gentlemanly as we are today. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the games that y'all want to play, that y'all want to try to act like y'all are, you better be glad that we are part of generations that was taught how to act civilized and to be gentlemanly. Because imagine where we came from, our past, and some of us have got relations to some people that was some pretty bad individuals, and they garnered respect. And we still got some of that blood going through us today, but we are able to act in a way that allows you to stand there and run your mouth while we don't do what our predecessors would have probably done to you. Think about that. Y'all feel me? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Y'all understand where I'm getting with that? You know, I've always said this, don't take my kindness for weakness. That'll be your wrong move. Take my kindness and utilize it, and know that I am being kind. But to take it and use it as an advantage to attack me with your false claims, that's when you put me in another level, because I've got that blood going through my veins. I do know how to restrain. And I also know how to apologize when sometimes I cannot pull back on them reins, if you catch my drift. Because, hey, I can always ask for forgiveness, but I damn sure ain't got to ask for permission all the time. And that's something I don't want to have to do. I'm glad that I was raised that way. I was glad that I was able to be civilized. I'm glad that I was able to be trained and taught to open a door for a lady, to be respectful for a lady. But I'm also glad I've got enough moxie. When one gets up in my face, running her mouth, I can apologize for what I say to her after. Because my kindness does not need to be and should not be used for weakness. It should show you that I have had good upbringing. My patience, that's not genetics. That's just all I got. And I respect what little I have left. And you should too. I'm not a fool neither. I'm not going to be played as a fool. I'll battle. I will handle that little task when the time comes. I can be just as gentlemanly as I possibly need to be. I don't have to call out every one of them. I know the situation. I know what it'll look like, but I do know what happened. But there will come a time, just like when the good book says, whenever we go to St. Peter, there'll be a time, maybe before then, but there'll be a time when we'll have to answer. But I don't have to have it rubbed in my face. Neither do y'all. Because why? Because y'all are gentlemen and y'all are ladylike as well. Because I can see where y'all were raised and your upbringing. And I can also see whenever your patience have been tested. Does that make you any less of a gentleman? No. To me, that gives you more respect. Because not only do I know that you will try to find a reason or a rhyme that can solve a problem, I can still see that you will never back down. And that's moxie. And again, they shouldn't take your kindness for weakness neither. Thank you so much, September Virgo. I appreciate that. You know, when it's all said and done, for me to sit there and say that these lies don't carry legs and they will not affect you, they're going to affect us. They're going to affect me. They'll affect you. They'll affect everybody. There's not a person out there that's never been slandered that does not have to carry that mark. You know, it happens. I mean, think about it. Pee Wee Herman. What's the first thing he's talked about every time you mention his name? It's not the things that he done good. It's that one damn night, yeah, in that movie theater. Am I saying he's a good person? No, but I mean, that's what it is. It wasn't slander. That actually happened. But now imagine the people, the parents of missing children, the parents of children that might have been found, that was attacked by the media, attacked by the public, that was accused of having something to do with it, that eventually somebody else was charged with that crime. How many times have these parents literally had one of these people that either threw Here we come back home. How many people do you think of out of all those people that bashed them people after finding out parents didn't have nothing to do with it? How many do you think really went and knocked on their door? And when they opened it, they stood there firm and told them what they had done and that they really wanted them to please accept their apology for what they done. How many do you think really does that? You ain't got to answer that. We know the answer to that. But that's the way our life is now. We've got so much medieval hatred that runs through all of our veins that allows people to say what they want to say. They don't even have to have a clue about what the conversation is about or what's going on at all. All they do is they feel like, who's going to hurt me? I can do what I want to. They can fall in somewhere. Somebody protect them. And how are they going to hurt me? This is over camera. What's it going to hurt? That's the gist of it. And they can go to bed that night, sleep like babies. But you know what? Just like Bama said a while ago, there's people that are dying and fighting for you, self-righteous, entitled, lack of respect people to be able to act the way that you do in our country that you so solemnly swear to defend and be patriotic for. That fight for y'all to have the right to storm the Capitol like y'all did. I mean, think about that. That's really the point I want to try to get across. Because if you'd have done that in Russia, don't you think Putin would have had the firing squad on them people before they even come up the first step? A lot of shit y'all take for granted. A lot of shit a lot of people take for granted. And claim they're for the Constitution, or they're for our rights, or they're for the people, we the people. There is so much hypocrisy going on out here in this world. And hey, just like I said earlier, and I meant that, every freaking creator out there, every channel, every sub, every one of us in some shape, form, or fashion, if we was able to actually thoroughly look at ourselves and really judge ourselves personally, we could see somewhere where we are dropping the ball. Either we are, no matter how minute you might think it is, there is some part of us that is accidentally, involuntary, or even voluntary without even paying attention to it. We are exploiting the issues, the very issues that we're defending, either unconsciously or doing it without even recognizing it as being an exploit. But so many of us have still got the self-discipline to stand there and act like they're self-righteous, like the shit don't stink, and like they ain't never done nobody wrong. And can talk down and condemn somebody off of straight lies and feel good about it. You know why? For what I just said a while ago. Because somebody is fighting or somebody is dying for you to be able to feel that way. You see what I'm getting at? There's people that are doing for you what you will not do for anybody else. Some of y'all won't, but you claim you would. There's people that are going right out of high school and signing up to go do things and see things that they'll never get out of their mind, that's going to affect them for the rest of their life, just so you can sit there and spew your hate and your dissent for people. And just so you can stand there and say the Pledge of Allegiance and stand, and so you can get on somebody for taking a knee. There's people dying and giving their lives up for you to be able to do that. Just think about that. You see these eyes keep going down while I'm talking like that. Nobody wants to hear that. That's the truth again, folks. That's what I know. See, what y'all was expecting was me to go another route. Oh, I thought about it too. It was on my mind, but I didn't. And I appreciate every one of y'all because I didn't do that because of y'all. That was hard for me. This was hard. Hey, I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all don't realize just how much just these little things like that just little things. The little things that I can't say that, that I can't just come out and say. It's the little things that mean so much that y'all do. And y'all might not even realize it, or you do realize it, and it's just something we don't need. It's better not said, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And just like everybody else, I'm the same way. I take that for granted. I've lost some good friends because I made the wrong choice. I'm glad that we're able to talk. I don't think it'll ever be the same again. It's going to be hard to do that. You can't turn back time. But being able to be civil, being able to respect each other, if that's all I can get out of it, then that's all hey, that's better than what it was, how it was. I swear to God it is. I know it might not ever get back to the way it was, but I do know that to me, I will accept that. I'm not accepting the way it went down. I'm not accepting my fault. I know what I did was wrong. I know I should have thought about it a little bit there, but I let the best of them happen. But whenever, if that's the best that I can get out of what happened, then I'm willing to accept that. I know everybody. I know people's been in situations, but I'm telling you, they some. Whenever they hit you, it's situations that whenever they affect you at that moment. I mean, understanding somebody else has been there before, it doesn't make it. I mean, it does, but it don't. It don't make it just that. It don't make it any easier. It just means you got company. You know what I mean? It's like you got company, but it don't make it easier. It's just like you're still the effect of what happened. Why is this happening? You all those thoughts and questions in your head.
Hey, we know that.
And you can't get the answers.
Stop.
Because really the only one that's going to answer the question is going to be the ones that actually performed it. And it is what it is. It's just the amazement of it, And when you try to put closure on it, you try to put some kind of stamp on it, be done with it. You don't even know if that's the right stamp you need to put on it. Then you get confused, especially when shit like that happens. Really confused. I mean, completely. It's almost like when I was dealing with my dad, like I told y'all before, when my dad would drink, he would drink that white liquor, boy. And he'd almost like it was a race. Instead of just sipping it, he just wanted to try to find a bottle of that bottle. And that's when he would get obnoxious and get really completely rude. I mean, the shit that would come out of his mouth was just so vulgar and just tasteful. And then you pass out. And the next morning when you get up, it'd be like a different person. He'd walk right up to you and just tell you how you doing, good morning. And you're sitting there knowing that you feel the pain. You feel what he done. You're disgusted with what he said. You're either embarrassed or you felt it. It was either towards you or somebody else you knew. The embarrassment was still there. The hatred, even hatred. But then you're like confused because, wait a minute. And now he don't remember none of it. That is kind of sort of what it felt like. You know what I mean?
Oh, Mama, what? You so pretty.
I don't know. I know who I can trust. I know who believe in. I do know, and I mean, and that's the ones that I know that'll tell me when I'm wrong. That's the ones that'll tell me, slow down a little bit, do something a little different. Because that's the ones that care. That's the ones that care.
Okay, we'll go.
Now, again, to clear up, which it's only going to be clearing up. I love that dog. I really love that dog. I love that dog. I really love that dog. Those that, this is not really, because it really doesn't matter to them. They've come in and they've made their point. No, but to be honest with you, to be clear, let me clarify this. Just for the ones that I really don't need to clarify it for, because you already know. Again, I have my own opinion. I have my beliefs. I have my feelings when it comes to Ernie Shell. Yes, I did make some comments a while ago in a satirical way. I also made them clear, that I also made a point that if we lived in a vigilante style world, the reason why I brought that up that way is because that's the kind of relationship with the internet and with trying to get information to where the vigilantism would have more rights than the government. I brought that up for a reason, because that's what the Proud Boys and all that stuff's about. They're about enhancing the militia, about taking the rights out of the state, out of the government, and giving more back to the states, and trying to give the militias more power. If we lived in a vigilantism type society, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it makes sense to some of y'all. Like other countries, like I said, these third world countries that believe in eye for an eye to the point of it's part of their damn culture, to where if a thief steals something and gets caught, they cut a hand off. When I made the comment about cutting a big toe, pinky toe, tongue off, stuff like that, I did say that as if we did live in that society, I could see someone being justified in the argument of why certain body parts could be, removed. And then whenever Bama got on here, I did also agree with her, because I do have a humane side, and I do believe in righteousness. And if it don't matter how much disdain I have for a man, just like I said, if you was on the front lines and you're a doctor, and the enemy, they bring in enemy soldiers that are wounded as prisoners, you've got to be able to treat them with the same respect. That's your Hippocratic oath as far as doctor. You've got to treat them just like if you're at home. You got to treat the drug dealers. You got to treat the cop killers. You got to treat the victims and the criminals the same way, with the same respect and the same practice and what you've been taught. That's the Hippocratic oath. So when it comes to being a humanitarian, when it comes to being humble and being a gentleman, I'm sorry, but I keep these cups like this for a reason. They're not hard cups, but I do get a good tight spiral with them, because they look like a half of a football, and I can throw a good spiral with these. Now, they might go right across the top of his head, or they might wing one of them ears, but it doesn't kill him, and it does get his attention. I've already thrown 2 up. I got this one left, but I'm gonna hold on. I'm trying to hold on to it.
You better stop that. I'm going to take you seriously, and then I'm going to have to call somebody, because I've already got one deep catch that I'm
I am taking him serious.
Well, I'm yeah. For a few hours. We'll be getting, you better behave.
So, if he was to come here or call me tonight and tell me he was in a bind, and I had any way possible that I could go help him, I would go get him. I would get him to the proper help he can get. I can be that much of a humanitarian, whether y'all like it or not. Now, if y'all think that's being a hypocrite, then so be it. But some of y'all don't have a clue what hypocrites are. Y'all so knee deep in it, y'all just wouldn't have a clue anyway. But that's being a gentleman. That's being a humanitarian. That's being somebody that actually, and that's again, y'all have even seen where I have helped subs from other channels that have attacked me, that have slandered me, claiming that I've done things. Have I not helped those subs out when they was in tight situations? I have carried on conversation with them off set, even talked and met their husbands. That was appreciative for what we was able to do for them. Now, we might not see eye to eye now. Matter of fact, I know we don't on some occasions. But she's got my respect. And she knows if she needed my help again, I would help. Because that's being humane. Now, I'm sorry if that gets some people offended, if that makes people think, to me, that's not being a hypocrite. That's being somebody that can acknowledge that I can see beyond, and my hatred does not fill my entire heart to where it makes my judgment blinded. But I'm just preaching to the choir. Because some of them don't care anyway. They never have. That's just fine, and that's the way it is. That's their niche. That's what they're going with. They look for something they enjoy. It's the world we live in. But I have got questions. I'm not going to be. I got questions that I need to have answered offset, and I'm going to take care of that in due time. But there's ways to handle that. Not up here on the panel, if y'all know what I'm talking about. I think y'all do know. Because that was really, that hit hard when that happened. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all do. I want to put a shout out to Bella. Bless her heart. Bella, you keep being real, girl. I'm so proud of you. She's making our all this, because this is all coming together. She's got some people. This whole Innocence Project is really coming together, and I'm really grabbing a hold of it more than I thought I would. I mean, I thought I had a grasp of it, but I don't think I really did. And now I'm starting to see a lot of it. I mean, it's just man, there's so many questions. There's so much. I mean, just to hear the stories. She's supposed to be trying to get a couple of law enforcement officers that'll come on, that'll be willing to come on panel and possibly answer the questions. Try to give us some, their take on what's going on in our everyday life. With the Black Lives Matter deal going on, everything like that. What kind of, how does it affect them? Which we know it does. Maybe answer the questions on some of the laws or what certain cases they've dealt with. Try to get a insight of what they go through every day. If they got some more, I know they got war stories. They got some that they might not want to talk about, but they've got some they could probably tell us of really intriguing cases. I think it'd be something interesting to talk about. And also the Innocence Project period. Could you imagine how that would feel to know? I mean, to be somebody like, and be able to be involved in something like that, to be able to know that you was able to turn a complete overturn of a guilty plea to allow an innocent man to go free. That's just something that you just don't take lightly, To be able to help somebody that has no hope. Now, mind you, some of these people done went through one or two appeals. I mean, they've done exhausted everything before these people are able to get to them. I mean, because these, there just ain't a lot of them. I mean, there is a lot. in a way, there is a lot of these groups, but they're not. And a lot of them, they're doing this stuff pro bono. They're having to rely on people on the lawyer's own time and effort. I mean, it takes money. And they're at the last resort. These are people that don't look like they got a chance in hell. Like they're looking at, they're staring at the inevitable, spending the rest of their life. These are young men that went to jail for a crime they didn't commit. Now, mind you, they might have had past offenses that kind of pushed them that way, but they're literally sitting in a place for no reason around criminals and convicts that are guilty. You can't plead your case to none of them because they all, they don't want to hear that shit. And it's hard enough trying to be a convict, much less trying to be an inside lawyer, a convict lawyer, and trying to win your case. Because whether you like it or not, just because you learn the law does not actually mean that they got to give you any chance in hell. They can give you what they want. That don't mean they're going to look at you a certain way because you're a convict. But to be able to get an outside group of people that don't know these people from Adam's House Cat, that have just heard of their case through word of mouth, that see something compelling enough to get involved in it to begin with. Imagine the roller coaster ride these people that are in jail are going through. I mean, no, they're not promising them the world. They're giving them an opportunity for the case to be heard again. And if something comes out, they've got a chance. You imagine being in jail and after so many times of trying on your own or having whoever your parents trying to get lawyers or whatever up and you failing, you're at your last leg and these people come along. You imagine trying to let yourself not get carried away, not to let your damn hopes get up again. But at the same time, it's hard to do that. And to be able to walk out of that prison, out of somewhere you was never meant to walk out of because you was already sentenced and condemned by a jury of your peers for a crime that you didn't commit over circumstantial evidence or over a false confession. Imagine that. Be it 20 years. Look how much has happened in the last 20 years alone. I mean, think about it. What is this, 2022? So 2012, that was the year after 9/11. No, it wasn't. It was 10 years after 9/11. I mean, we were still dealing with the conflict over there. I don't know if we still had flip phones then, but I think we were just now getting into the damn flat screen phone, wasn't it? I mean, that might not be that big of a deal, but now you go back, say 2012 would have been 10 years. So you got 20 years been, would have been 2002. That would have been around after 9/11. There's a lot of shit that's happened, since then. Just the fact, this last 5 years. I mean, so much has changed. I mean, hell, the last damn month. I mean, hell, I just popped up on my damn Google the other day. You can't watch Pornhub no more on Roku. I mean, who would have known? I mean, a lot of shit happens without you knowing it. I mean, anyway, I guess you can't watch it no more. I never knew you could watch it on Roku. But anyway, I do got a Roku account, and it did show up on my email. Could you watch it really on you? Roku? Can you do that? I always watch on the internet, but I never watch on Roku. Anyway. But there's a lot of stuff that's changed. I mean, a lot of things. It's amazing. I mean, who would have thought the Maverick would have come back as a truck? A Maverick. And who would have thought the Challenger would have looked better than the Charger? I mean, damn. It's amazing. And that the Braves, Valdosta State, and Georgia all won the national championship and the world championship in the same season. Who would have thunk it? Imagine that. And to win it over Alabama. I mean, imagine that. We did that. We did that this last year. We did that. After being locked down with COVID for a whole year. We did that. We did that with a second string quarterback. We did that. We did that with a sub 500 baseball team up till after the All-Star break, and all of a sudden we just started hitting the ball. And Valdosta State, they did that despite making dumb plays and almost losing the national championship game. But we won. Now, the Atlanta Hawks, I don't know. The Thrashers, I don't get into hockey that much. But hey, I mean, kudos to them if we can get something accomplished. But hey, imagine that. I mean, look at this whole world, there's stuff that's happening. And imagine the damn Super Bowl being won in 2 years in a row now, mind you, by the home team. When you usually never played the Super Bowl, you always played it on neutral sites. But for the last 2 years, for whatever reason, maybe the GOAT had something to do with it, Tom Brady. But of course, Tampa Bay won it in Tampa, and then the LA Rams win it in Los Angeles. Who would have thunk it? You know? It's amazing. So many things. And we're plugging cars up with extension cords. Amazing. We're opening our doors with our cell phones. We're cranking our cars with our cell phone. We're ordering our food, and we're driving the car without being in it, or riding in it while it drives itself. I'm not doing that. I have not took a ride with nobody like that yet. I don't even want to sit there and watch somebody let it back up and park parallel by itself. That ain't happening. I will get out and do it. I'll even do it. I'm not doing it. No. Somewhere I'm going to screw up if I'm in that car. True story. We have made so many improvements, yet we are still willing to destroy countries, civilians, over a stinking vote to make you part of Mother Russia. You will always listen to my call, or we will blow you up. You see how I did that? You see that? Y'all couldn't see it. He's seen it. He's seen that. So I turned around and looked at him and gave him that look. You know, you do your kids that way too. I know y'all got young. I know y'all had to do that. It's that look. It's that whenever, it's not the look of, okay, I'm going to whoop your ass. No, it's that look where they know that you know that they need to know that you have had enough. You're not even going to waste a breath. You're not even going to say a syllable. You just give them that look. And that's it. They know there is no more forward. It's best to sink down a chair or to turn and look away before you get turned to stone. Hey, more than 5 seconds stare down, you get in trouble, as far as I'm concerned. When I give you that look, don't you look me 5 seconds. I'll be on you like a spider monkey. He knows it too. Oh, my mama had him back her head. Trust me, I knew whenever she was looking at me because I could feel the hair on my neck stand up. I could sit behind her. And I was bad about mocking my mom. When she'd get on my ass, I'd be behind her and I'd be mocking, like a lip syncing what she's saying, because I knew exactly what she was going to say when she was going to say it, when she was going to get on my ass, because I've heard it so many times before. And I would sit back behind her and go, and I'd be saying the same thing, but I'd be not saying no words, but I'd be moving my mouth like it. And then when she just stopped, she says, if you mock me one more time, I'm going to whip your ass. There ain't much you can do except let that big old gulp go down your throat and just turn back around, get some ice out of the refrigerator, and get the hell on your bedroom and get out of the way. You knew the argument was over. It was over. She. It didn't matter if you was winning. You just had to accept the loss and go on because you ain't getting a trophy. No, there wasn't any participation award. You was supposed to get something thrown at you. But that part of that little deal was over. Maybe you felt I don't know. Sometimes I felt like a little gratitude, like I pinched a nerve, like I got that nerve, but you didn't have that long because you was fixing to be told to do something you don't want to do, or you was gonna want to go do something you didn't want to do just to get out of the house. It depended. That's whenever you had turned the seas red, and now you got to swim in it. And boy, those are some long days too. Especially if you start at 8 o'clock in the morning. Boy, I mean, I'm telling you, it takes forever to get to lunchtime, and then she catches her second wind about 1 o'clock, and she's back in you again, and you just, you get the blisters on your hands. You can't rake no more leaves. I mean, she got you over next door neighbor's house raking his leaves, and he ain't got no trees in his yard. You still raking leaves. It's hell. Yeah, picking your teeth up off the floor. I've had my jaws fried. I got knocked the hell out of yesterday. I literally got laid out yesterday. Did I tell you about that?
Well, you don't have to tell them.
She put me on my knees. And I didn't say nothing wrong.
No.
It's just the hatred, the aggravation. I don't even know if she meant to. It's just instinct. I think it was the trigger reaction, sort of like a rubber band had broke. We were both trying to get a picture of a damn coin. When she hit me in my forehead, I swear I felt that. It's almost like a charge. I could just feel the imprint of the hand. I still feel a little bit of like a sunburn, but I could feel it. I know good and well it had to have left a red mark, but I never looked at it in the mirror because I didn't want to. I was scared to. But I literally. It literally. I mean, it was. I mean, I don't know, but it's just the way she hit. When she hit me. I don't know if she didn't mean to, but it was the steadiness of it. I mean, it was just the push forward. I wish there was an app on your phone where you could, do like shadow boxing to see how much pressure you got in each jab. Because that right there, she didn't have a closed fist. It was that
the open hand.
Popness of that hand. I mean, I went cross-eyed. I staggered back 2 or 3 steps. I had to get my shit together. I mean, it wasn't the point of my nose was running. It didn't make because it wasn't on my nose and my forehead, but my eyes did. My head rung. My eyes teared up a little bit, and I was trying to get. I mean, I was this close to almost like I just got pushed off in the ring, and the referee said, "Are you okay?" And I was at the point where I was ready to sling the referee out of the way. Now, Max was the referee.
He was aggravating me.
Max was the referee.
No, Max wasn't the referee.
But if he'd have been a real referee, I'd probably slung him out of the way and went right back at her. But no.
No referee?
I was shocked. I was very shocked. I was not embarrassed, but I was shocked. Because
I never put a hand on him.
I don't even know what I did.
You was aggravating.
I didn't say no words that should have pushed it. I was just trying to tell her what she was doing wrong. She wasn't listening to me. You're right there. I wasn't listening to her. So anyway, but I mean, you talking about? I've been popped in my head before now. I've been popped, and you just got to try to keep looking out the other eye because I mean, you can't see out that eye for a little bit. You ain't got time because your hands are busy. You can't reach up and wipe that thing out. I mean, I've been popped by that, but that's right there. It's been a while, but that got me thinking about what I was talking about earlier. I think I still got it. I think I can still take it here.
Oh, you little jack.
That's why I was getting it. I mean, that right there was the defining moment because I think that right there alone, there's no way that right there, that hardest hit I've ever had from her would probably, I could see that hardest hit as being one of the average from Ernie. So at that point, I knew. I didn't think about it till the day, but I knew it then, but I didn't think about it then. It's one of them situations where you hold on to something the next day and all of a sudden you get epiphany. But I knew it then, that if I could take that, then I could take 40 seconds of that little worm coming to me. But then as soon as I hear that bell, that dingy, 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 when it's time for me to start being aggressive, where I ain't got to keep doing this and blocking and all that stuff, when I can come loose, I could do it.
Okay, Maxwell.
I mean, I just had to imagine myself being in another world. I wish I could have thought about that yesterday before she done that to me. It would have made it a whole lot easier. But she caught me off guard. I mean, I was in the world with it. I was right there and like, bam, it happened. I was like, well, damn, I ain't get no damn warning. I didn't know. But it helped me. That was a sign to let me know that, hey, I may be getting up in the years, but I can still do this. I can take a lick. I can take a lick. If that little Energizer bunny can keep on pepping that damn drum, by God, I can take a lick.
But guess what? You wasn't quicker than me.
No, I wasn't quicker than you, dear. Again, I was not expecting it. I mean, come on. I am a guy, you know. You're a woman. I mean,
But I didn't mean to.
I let
Kiss your boo-boo.
I can't say I let you do it because I'd be damned if I'd let you do that. That shit hurt. I mean, let somebody pop you just for shits and giggles is one thing, but not like that. I'm telling you, that was not supposed to be. That was just out of line. I mean, it took a little while because that was during that moment when she was thinking she was gonna get that money, you know. But then, of course, after she realized that she wasn't, then she went to apologize. I'm so sorry. I said, that's fine, baby. But other than that, I didn't want her talking to me. Didn't want to carry on conversation. We were not even going to have a Geneva summit. We was not even discussing any kind of retreat. I was just saying, leave me alone. We are not. We're not having no damn summit whatsoever. We're not talking. I have put an embargo against you. I'm not trading with you. I'm not doing nothing with you. We are not no white flag, nothing. I'm seceding. I couldn't walk outside because I couldn't see straight. I had to sit over in a chair. I had to take some time off. Try to get my bearings right. To think of my next move. And I didn't have one. So I just played it cool. That's really all you can do.
You know, ask them what to do about this dog.
That's all you can do is play it cool. I mean, you just got to play it cool, you know. You just show them that you can take the lick, but just play it cool, you know. It's sort of like shutting the car door on your damn fingers, you know. You know damn well that shit hurts. And it is throbbing like hell, and you don't want to look at it because you just know it's bleeding. I eat that fingernail, but you got to play it cool. Like, I'm all right, cool, I'm all right. I'm cool. Walk around like you constipated trying to take a shit, and you hold it. Oh yeah, I'm all right. And you got the whole part of your whole body just thinking like hell. That one little finger just boom, boom, boom. And you try to play it off. Don't want to look at it. Knowing that thing doesn't turn blue underneath there, it's just dummy hurting. Or whenever you slam it in there and it locks, and you got to wait for her to come around there, and you're trying to be nice and tell her, unlock the door. She's inside the car. Unlock the door. What? Unlock the damn, don't holler at me. Unlock the door. She gets out of the car, leans over the top of it. You gonna stop hollering at me? Will you please unlock the goddamn door? I told you. Then comes around the car, over to where I'm at. We're fixing to go to my mother's, and you're gonna stop this. We're not going nowhere if you don't unlock this damn door and get my finger out of this damn door. Those kind of situations are very.
Your finger was stuck in the door.
Those are memorial. Those are really the ones you don't forget, you know. When she could have easily just reached over and pulled that dumb lever up. But no, that took another 15 minutes of explaining. Well, all I was trying to say, will you please unlock the damn door? Oh, it ain't that bad.
Let me see what it look like today. It kind of crooked.
Yeah, it's just crooked. See that? You see that finger? Can you see it? Oh, you look at it. It's not supposed to be that way. You see that?
It crooked.
That is screwed up.
Well,
You see that?
you shouldn't have had your hands there.
You see that right there?
That's not,
Not that one. That's good. That's a good one. I mean, I'm crooked. I'm
never
backwards.
put your hands
This one here is,
like that.
that's the one I screwed up. Look at that. You see how crooked that thing is? That right there is a good one. This is what happens to your finger after you get slammed in the door, and 15 minutes later she decides to say, oh, I'm sorry. You know what the doctor tells you? You know what the doctor... Hey, one more time. One more again.
Hey, give me a kiss.
One more again.
Give me a kiss.
One more again.
Oh, he said no.
I do.
So you talking back. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Thank you. You gonna be a good boy? No.
Doctor.
Well, I'm sorry then. We're not going outside if you're not gonna be a good boy. You gonna be a good boy? Huh? Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Come on, right here.
Doctor asked me, says, does it hurt when you do this? I said, hell yeah. Well, don't do that. Did it hurt when you slam it in the door? I said, yeah, quite a bit. Well, don't do that neither. I don't think he went to school for the whole 7 years. But he's sure enough damn, I mean, put a popsicle stick on it and sent me to the house.
You are heavy.
Yeah.
You ain't got fat.
You know how hard it is to keep that finger out of things? Whenever it ain't sore, it don't bother. But you put a popsicle stick on that sucker and see how easy it wants to go in places it ain't supposed to go in. And how many times you won't put your lighter in your right pocket, knowing damn well that you got this on this finger. Somehow that lighter ends up in that right pocket. And you not paying attention, talking to some damn body about it, pop a cigarette in your mouth and dig in that pocket. Yeah. True story. And doctor says, don't do that.
I get it. I got it.
Hey, that little twerp. He needs a. I'm going to have to get him. I don't know if they got him at. I need to find out if Pet Supply carries any of them. You know how I don't know how to say this.
A female companion.
You know how you can get a, not the pocket kind, but the blow up kind for the. I wonder if they got a blow up Chihuahua or a blow up Bulldog. Named Penelope, not Penelope, Penelope, but you know what I'm saying, like a blow up bulldog named Gertrude, or a greyhound, maybe it might be a boxer bulldog, you know, one of them something, or some doggy downers. I mean, do they got videos out or something? Can I check that out? I mean, I know that's kind of a weird thing to do, but do they got videos like that on the internet? I just found out Pornhub was on Roku. That's what I'm saying. And now they took it off there, so I don't know. I'm behind the scenes on this kind of stuff. You know, stuffed animals don't work. That's right. He tears his hide out of them, but they don't work the way we thought it was. We bought one like that and it looked real, and it was rather flexible, so to speak. It could, well, it was maneuverable, it wasn't like a GI Joe, but it was still, it still had legs. It would be moved. It wasn't. It wasn't ceramic. It was plastic. It was fuzzy. It didn't work out real good. He destroyed it. It's like it was a pinata. I mean, just completely tore it all out. It had them white beads inside of it, and they went every freaking where. Can you imagine that? I mean, if I was on nitroglycerin pills, you know how many white beads I'd be eating right now from being finding them in the carpet? I mean, they were everywhere. I could see me dying of a heart attack eating beads out of a damn stuffed animal because I dropped my damn nitroglycerin pills on the floor. That's something. It lasted all of 2 hours. And it was guaranteed indestructible. Not to him. He thought it was a real dog, and he was not having that in his house. And he attacked it. Maybe he was too young. Maybe he didn't quite, realize the potential at the time. I paid $50-something for that stuffed animal. It looked like a damn Doberman. Even had the same color he did. That's the only one close enough to him I could find. Yeah, it was a little taller than him. But I didn't think he'd have a complex over it. I thought it was, But now he's falling in love with all of them taller than him. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't know who put that picture. Where we are right here at the, we're close to the dam. You know what I mean? We're right here. It's where all the Jack Nicholses and them the tin cups and all. You ever sent me a tin cup? And the tin cups and everybody else is distributing their. There's actually, if I show you a close up, there's more to that picture that meets the eye. I've not figured out why. I got a feeling I know because it's got a jacuzzi and tub in there too. It don't work, but I could just see I don't know. Maybe it's my own sick mind, but I'm just telling you. I'm just trying to explain something here. Hit me with that switch. There is 2 screws in the middle of that gum picture, and they're this far apart. Now, I could see. I'm just telling you what I could see, and it ain't. Just telling you.
That's the last time.
It ain't a honeymoon. I'm just telling you. That's what it looked like. It's been retired. It ain't been utilized like that, but I could see that this was, this room had some Hall of Fame experience, put it that way. That's all I said. I'm not going further. No, it's not the screws that hold it to the wall. These are extra screws. Placed there just strategically
You think you're gonna get one?
to maybe
Oh, with Daddy. Daddy.
y'all get me in trouble because you ain't paying attention to what I'm trying to say. I could be over this conversation right now if y'all just pay attention. Shh. I know O2, you got my mystical. They got it. They figured it out.
Well, a lot of people are just don't want to.
Dave understood.
Yes, and they like to keep their comments to themselves.
We're down like 4 flat tires all the way around. It made me wonder. I didn't feel like I should get hit with a switch about 8,000 times, but yeah. 8,001.
Come on, man.
Thought you was taking the dog outside.
We are.
Well, I'm trying to talk.
We are.
I want to talk about you.
No, you're not talking about me.
Yeah, I want to do that and have freedom to do so without you being here standing there.
Why do you need to talk about me?
Because it's easier when you're not around me.
What
Because
do
you won't hit me
talk
with nothing.
about me?
Because maybe it's something that I won't tell them.
Excuse me?
Oh, you might not want to, but I might want to. I mean, you got to give me a little bit of leverage here. Latitude. Latitude. That's the word, latitude. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not, I can't tell you.
Okay.
I am telling you it's about you, but I can't tell you what it's about.
Okay.
Because that'd be rude.
Okay, that's fine.
For me to tell you what I'm going to tell them about,
That's
that'd be
fine.
rude.
So you don't know what we're going to say about him, he doesn't know.
Oh, I know. Trust me. I know. It's wide open. I mean, I know. There ain't much that can be said about me that I have not heard.
Oh.
That's true.
I've been,
I mean, I lived most of it.
I've been with you 21 years fixing to be, so don't tell me that.
You don't. Yeah, I'm not even going. We're not going there.
Like I said, you better be hating.
I know. Well, folks, it's 3 hour minute, and I can't waste y'all's time no more. I cannot believe it's 10 o'clock at night. Penelope, you're supposed to let me know when I get this far in this thing. There's no sense in me going this long. This is taking too much of y'all's time. I have wasted too much of y'all's time now.
33.
And I apologize. Well, that's the reason why I just keep on going. Are you gonna let me stay on here?
For a few more
You
minutes.
gonna let me play a little more?
For just a little bit.
She gonna let me play. She's not gonna make me go inside go see me. I'll be able to play for you about
No,
long.
because you're going to stay up with him tonight.
I'll go play with you about long, okay, mommy?
You're going to give him a bath.
Okay, mommy. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, mommy. I can play for a while. I'm a good boy.
I'm here and don't be fooling. Let me get my switch. Because you ain't going to be
Inhale, exhale. I appreciate that. Well, that'd be a good thing because just like your name, inhale, exhale, you got to leave and come back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Good name. I like
tell
that.
him I said, everybody hello. I'm sorry.
She said-
The chat.
She said, everybody hello.
Taking care of business.
She been taking care of business. Everybody hello.
And Max.
And Max. Hello. Everybody hello. Yep. Around here, we don't get that many opportunities to inhale and exhale. We got to take them as they come and be ready for the next one. Because whatever we breathe in this time, we might have to use it here shortly. We don't get too much tendency. So what y'all think about Bama tonight? Y'all like that? That's pretty cool. We need to pray for our kids, though, by the way. That's reality, folks. A lot of us have got, a lot of y'all might have kids that are back in reserves, fixing to go back over. And even if you're not, some of y'all might have had it at earlier parts of your lives, but we need to think about that. We need to think about everybody. There's a lot of things that's transpiring with this big thing current events going on right now, and a lot of people are maybe not paying attention to. I like that. I like what AB's doing. I mean, I have to admit, I like what he's doing. It's good. Hey, that's called creativity right there. He's actually, I got to give him respect on that. I got to give him props on that. That is, he's actually bringing awareness to what's going on over there. It's news. It's newsworthy. You got to give him props. I mean, whatever you might disagree with him one way or another. He's it's keeping him out of all the bullshit, So I think I have to commend him. That's pretty good. He's doing a good job with it. This is something it's affecting all of us all the way around, and we need to think about that at least and start and pray for the ones that are going over there that are involved in this war. I know that they're already asking for a no-fly zone for the UN. That's going to put in a tight spot. That's going to put us in a tight spot, and that's what's causing. We've already got soldiers going over to fight with the UN to defend the UN. The UN areas, the sanctioned areas. But as soon as they go with a no-fly zone rule over Ukraine, it's going to intensify. And it's going to get very much worse than what it is. And like I said, a lot of these, contributing creators are actually, putting forth some good content, some actual good, credible content. I'm glad to see that. That's what you want to see. Whenever you start seeing shit, pardon me, when you start seeing things going downhill real quick, and so many people are involved, it really is a breath of fresh air to see some kind of, some truth coming out, or actually, people that are paying attention. Hey, there's more of this world out there except for what's going on right here. You better start paying attention. I mean, people bitching about gas prices, but there's a lot more involved. This is a very dangerous part of our lives. This is right here. I mean, Revelation is making it right here in front of us. We're on the brink of World War III. And it's not going to be a pretty war. Not going to be so much. I think somebody said that the other night. It's not going to be so much of boots on the ground. It's going to be so much as this high-tech warfare. It's going to be running. Yeah, like I said, I might have issues with him about some of the content he's done before and how he's handled things, but overall, as far as the route he's taking now, I think it's a good tactic. I think it's a good move. It actually, it's noteworthy. And he's got the ability to do that with his channel, with his his editing and stuff like that. He's able to handle that. And I think he made a smart move. I have to say that. And that's my honest opinion. That just shows you that there is content creators out there that have imagination, that have creative ability. You can find them. Yeah, I wish I had a car. Like I said, I had one. I made a choice. I don't. But hey, I'm learning how to handle it. And we're going to have one again soon. Real soon. Real soon. And all it's going to take is about a couple of weeks. And I'll better get one. 30 an hour and 100 a day. Which, of course, that 100 a day is going to be eat up because that's how much the motel rooms are. That's the way it's going to be. I mean, you're not going to get much of that out, but that 100 a day is going to go toward the motel room. It's amazing. There's more per diem there. These companies are only giving us a certain amount of per diem. They're not giving us what the actual government is giving them. Of course, that's normal. They got to get their cut of it. But if they would give us actually what the hell they're giving us, it'd be a little better. But it does help out. I mean, that's non-taxable money. $30 an hour. That's working 10-hour days. That's $300 a day. That's good money. It's taxable, but it's good money. You work 6 10s. That's 300 a day times $1,200 straight time. But then you get taxes. Tax $20 an hour. You're on overtime at $45 an hour. 20. That's an extra $900. Some good gravy right there. Good grocery. So that's right at damn $2,000. A little over $2,000. Well, after taxes, probably not. By the time you add damn per diem in there, though, altogether it's over $3,000. But you gotta let that's your spendable money. You don't really count that. You sit on your check, use your per diem. That's how we used to do it. You used to be able to use your per diem. If you try to figure it out where when you got somewhere to stay, when you went on the road, you try to use half of that, your daily per diem you use for the motel. You can find a room where you can pay that half of that, and the rest of it was used for your your food, you wouldn't use all that for food, but you would eventually be able to save some of that, at the end of the week. You'd be able to get to a point to where you know how much you'd have to use. You get to a point to where you wouldn't have to worry about your check. You keep your check in your pocket. When you're on the road, you keep putting your checks back, and you live off per diem. That's how we done it. Nowadays, the way the damn finances is done, it's hard to do that. It really is. If you can get a check set on in your pocket that you haven't been able to cash, which now we get direct deposit. So, of course, when you direct deposit, it's like water. But back in the day, if you was able to sit on a check and not cash it, that was always a good thing to have something back up on. You get about $2,000 check sitting in your back pocket of your wallet. As long as it ain't over 180 days old, you cash it. That was always good insurance when a rainy day hit. And we had good times like that. It was still 1 week chicken, next week feathers, and living check to check. But if you was able to have one in your back pocket you forgot about, you was in a good deal. You was doing real good. You only remember it when you needed it. That's the way it goes. September Virgo, I appreciate you giving the super chat out. $10 super chat. Much love and respect. I appreciate that. Penelope, I do appreciate you, sweetheart. If I could find a way, we talked about that. We was talking about the other day about if we could get a chance, get some of the subscribers, if we could work it out to find out where everybody's located. I'd get to Utah. If we could just have people get us a certain distance, and then somebody else would help us out and get us to another distance. I mean, people that could. It's just a thought. Just don't get all hate shit about it. It was just a thought to get somewhere, and make that and videotape it, and keep it on, keep record of it, do a log of it where everybody, make it about everybody, about what they're doing. And I meant Idaho. You know what I mean? I got Utah in the brain. I'm sorry. I always say, did I say Utah again? Yeah, I meant Idaho. The potato country. But if we can get everybody to work together to where I can go out there and dig them taters up. And I don't know I don't know how if there's even people that would be in the area to do that. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? If we can get I don't know, if you can get 150 miles, and then somebody else could meet us somewhere, and then we do a video log or diary of that transition. Not the whole trip, because we would probably get tired of that, but just the different times in it, places we'd see along the way. It'd be neat, because I ain't never been to Utah, Idaho. I've never been there. I ain't never been to Utah, Idaho. I've always wanted to check out Idaho, Utah. And it's closer to California, over there somewhere too. Ain't California over there close by? Ain't there a California over there? Bella said she'd take the first shift. Bless her heart. But we have to work on that after. I gotta get a couple of dollars in my check before I do that. But that's something it's just something to think about. If somebody wants to get a hair up their butt and wants to get a little lively, we'll figure it out. I've never even stepped foot. I've been to Arizona. I've never went past Arizona. I've been to Phoenix and Tucson. It's as far as I've been. I've never been to Las Vegas. Never. I've always wanted to go there, but never been there. Nope. Been all over Southeast, been all over Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona, Mexico. Because you got to move there to go through, to Arizona. I've been to St. Croix, Virgin Islands. I've been over to Zaire. I've been to Zimbabwe. I was on two, not humanitarian missions, but it was two rebuilds after a couple of oil explosions over there with Brian and Root. But we've been to all kind of places.
Where you running?
She's tired.
Have you run?
She's been running with the dog. She's been running with the bulls in Madrid. Oh, yeah, somewhere on B by God FE up there. It's probably, baby, if we make the trip, it'll probably be when it's about 2 foot of snow on it. That'll be about your prime spot of the snow. Like follow one of them damn snow plow. We were talking about if we make that fantasy trip to Utah, Idaho.
Oh, wherever, yeah, Idaho, whoever.
Yeah, Utah, Idaho, Vermont. Yep, up there where it's cold.
Is that what?
I do stand up every once in a while. I don't always sit in this chair. I don't. I know I always sit down, but I do stand up every once in a while. I got to get up. I mean, I have tried. I got wheels on it. I have tried going to the bathroom in it, but it don't work out. But I have I've stood up from time to time. But it is a comfortable chair. If I don't have to, I will sit right here. I try to. Yeah, it feels good to me to actually just sit and be comfortable. But yeah, I can't. You can't take it down the highway. Now we had to walk. Oh, you're talking? I'm sorry. I wasn't stand-up comedy. No, I'm not a comedian. There's so many of them out of work right now. I feel like I was going through a picket line. Really. I mean, really. I'll be damned. Well, my grandparents, they started with Daniel back in the day. It was not Daniels, it was Daniel. And then they worked with he started out, he was basically in supervision back, God knows, I remember forever, welding inspector, QC, superintendent on jobs. Then they changed to Fleur Daniel. He was also fluent with B&K, SWB, Kellogg Brown and Root. You know, they went to Halliburton, Brown and Root for a little bit, now KBR again. But Brown and Root, you know, that's where Lady Bird Johnson and Lyndon B. Johnson. You know, that was her family. Lady Bird Johnson was you know, the people that they founded Kellogg Brown and Root back in the day. And but yeah, that's where all that came from. That's where I got my roots from. I started with Fleur Daniels. Back then, they treated their outfits like the union did. And they had the apprenticeship programs. They had the ACE Achievement Award programs. Every one of them that kind of mirrored each other. And today, matter of fact, like Dave Zimmerman, DZI, that's Dave Zimmerman Atlantic Group. They're based out of Eastover, South Carolina. So is Thompson Mechanical. They're pretty much descendants. Most of the people that are running the Thompson and the Thompson Group, that's who I'll be going to work with the 21st, and also the DZIs. They are descendants of the people that actually worked with Fleur and Daniels of the day. That's what they're basically just a byproduct of them. Fleur went to Fleur Global. They lost Daniel. Daniel has completely got out of the name years, back, but. You know, there's so many like Watkins Engineering Instruction. They changed over to Frucon, then they went to Dillinger, and now they're what are they called now? They went to Frucon. They are Dillinger now, or Dillinger, or Dilfinger.
Yeah, something like that.
There's so many companies changing, but that was old school. That's where I came from. And these companies nowadays, there's not a lot of us old school left. But yeah, I remember hearing the war stories about the safety. I remember when you didn't have a safety harness. I remember back whenever it was your option to get on a scaffold or get up in the air. You, if you wanted to wear a safety belt, which was a belt right around your waist with a rope lanyard, people would laugh at you, but you had a choice. And I knew some good men that died wearing those when scaffolds had collapsed, because of overweight. A lot of things have changed. I mean, it makes you realize how old you are. Because I'm almost 50 years old. I've seen a lot over the years.
Thank you.
Yep. I've been everywhere. Well, hey, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I'll tell you that much. I'm not even a master of my own life. I guarantee it's already been proven. I've been showed my humility side here lately. I know that I need to get I got to get my damn ducks in order. neglected a lot of things and allowed myself to get put in a situation that I should have never been in. And that's, that's the way it is. But I did learn through apprenticeship programs about boiler making, pipe fitting, iron work, structural welding, TIG welding, MIG welding, pipe, millwright work. I'm NCCR certified, but I didn't get those certs till later. I never even worried about NCCR. I was covered through FLIR. I had a FLIR card, gold card for the longest time through their apprenticeship program. And it worked. It actually, it steadfast, but then eventually it never, the NCCR took the place is when it took it. But I'm an old school. I'm a dying breed. I'm what they call a 2%er is what I call it. I've always lived by that. I do what 98% of the world either chooses not to or doesn't know how to do. And that's get their hands dirty. And that's true. I'm not trying to make fun of nobody. There's only 2% of us in this world. There's 1% of us that are the richest in the world. And there's only a 2% of us that actually get out there and build this world. That is amazing. There is 97% of people out here that are either dependent on the rich folks or dependent on the 2% that's actually building the place. These doctors go to school 7 years, but they can't put a roof over their head. We can. These motels, you can't use them as an address when you go try to give plasma, but I can build the son of a bitch. Ain't that something? Still pissed off about that. I ain't never in my life imagined that would ever be happening to me. To be told I can't give plasma because my address is that of a efficiency motel and not a duplex apartment or either a house. Well, if I had that, then that would mean that apparently I wouldn't need to be giving plasma. So apparently it's sort of like one of them sperm banks. Apparently they got overstocked right now and they don't need my damn plasma. And if you put stipulations like that, somebody is running out of freezer room. It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, there's some out there that can tell you how to do it when looking at YouTube. It's amazing what you find on YouTube. But there's also some that are running jobs that don't have a clue about what we're doing. And that's what they want nowadays. You don't have to know your craft to run a job anymore. You got to be able to manage it. They want people that can manage people and are young enough to be molded into the type of people they want to be. They don't want people like me running jobs because old school, we do our job, we're still successful at it, but they want things done their way. I mean, no matter how screwed up it is, I've seen them come in on a job that we had running like clockwork. Everything was perfect, like it was just precision. Everything was going good. We was ahead of schedule. I mean, I'm talking 2 or 3 weeks ahead of schedule. You can get 2 or 3 weeks ahead of schedule, you're doing a damn good job. And I'm not talking about in the middle of early in the job. I'm talking about here it is about midways of the job. That's something that a lot of companies ain't never seen in their life. Midway through a job, be 3 weeks ahead of schedule, and we were looking good. It wasn't because of any other delays. Everything was working. We had had the right people in the right spots, and have the corporate managers or something come in to come check it out, and then change something just to say they was there. Just change one thing, and it's amazing. Like dominoes, it just affected everything. And the next thing you know, within 2 weeks, we're 3 weeks behind schedule, and that is no joke. Just amazing. They just they put their shit. They got to put their name in it. They can't just be happy and be glad they're making profit. No, they want some kind of point that they can say they did that, and that's their notch. I wish they'd give them a damn plaque somewhere saying, this is when the job and a date. This job was doing damn well until so-and-so showed up and decided to put his 2 cents in, and this is when this job went to hell. And put that plaque right there in front of the place that we get through well building. That'd be great. But you don't ever get those. You never hear about that guy. You always hear about the guy that was running the job, how it was his fault. Trust me, I've had to take that way before. Oh, we love fishing. We love some fishing. I love saltwater fishing. I do like freshwater fishing, but I love saltwater fishing. I love catching sharks, redfish, and them sailcat. Man, that's just fun, man. Wearing, I mean, it's a fight when you catch a damn hammerhead shark. That was fun. I had a damn stingray one time. It was a damn salt and pepper ray. This sucker was as wide. Salt and pepper ray has a head like a shark, but he's got fin. He's got the wings, and not like a regular man wave. It's just got that little lip popping. He's got a head like a shark. It's a night. I hung in this sucker, man. He had me fighting. We fought him for an hour on that damn rod. Just let the drag go, and it was amazing. He come up to the surface, and it was almost like the show Jaws, the movie Jaws. Whenever Roy Schreider looks in Jaws' eyeball, and he sees the reflection, and he steps back and says, "We're gonna need a bigger boat." I was on a pier, and this sucker, the lights off the bridge, 3 Mile Bridge, sitting right beside it. We fishing on a pier that run right beside the bridge, and the lights was cascading down in the water. And I was still trying to figure out what this thing was, and I knew it. When he got to the surface, I seen what he was, and he was just he could have put his body on top of a F-250 pickup truck, the hood of it. That's how wide he was. But his thickness, hell, he had to have been at least 2 foot thick. I mean, his head was humongous, but he had the leopard skin spots all over him. And we seen this when he come up and was floating on top of water. And I had some sense, and we were trying to get the bridge net down. And I said, that bridge net is not going to be big enough for this damn stingray, this manta ray. I said, I'm going to have to walk him in. And I said, just get out of my way. I said, clear me a path. I'm going to have to walk him up all the way toward the front. Now, how long was that bridge? About a mile and a half? No, about a mile, wasn't it? I had to walk down the bridge. Well, I was going that way. Well, something told me right when I started to turn around and look, I reached and was fixing to release the drag, or at least flip the lever over and let some drag out. At the same time, when he took that nosedive and went down, he popped that line, and I had that spider wire on her. And that sucker took that spider wire, popped it. I ain't never had a fish in my life bust spider wire like that, and that one did. And he was sitting on top of the water. They thought he was wore out. I knew he wasn't. I had one of them old damn surf rods that had the end of the barrel was as big around as my thumb. That was at the very end of the rod, and it was bowed over the entire time. I can't bend that thing over with my own hands. That's how strong that rod was. But this sucker had it working. I mean, my wife kept thinking she was hearing it pop, hearing it fit the crack. Because I mean, it was bowed. I never imagined that rod ever fit like that. It was it wasn't no medium, but that was awesome. He was the best. That was the best thing I ever had. But I seen my reflection. I seen his eyeballs. When I seen that eyeball, and that's what blew my mind. I know they got sharks. They got manta rays out there that look like sharks, with the head. But I never seen one up there. I mean, he was not that close, but he was close enough to me. I mean, he was out there about 30 foot out there in that water, and about 30 foot down. But I seen him, and it was just you realize you got a fight on your hands. That's awesome. And the hammerhead, he was something else. My boy, I thought he was gonna shit all over himself. That was something. He's seen him in books and stuff like that, but as far as seeing that sucker, when I put him up on the shore, he was 6 foot long. He had a head. His head was every bit of that hammer part of it was wider than my shoulders. That's how big it was. And I caught him. I was catching redfish. I was using white trout, half a white trout on a hook, on big J hook, and with a cork. And I was fishing for damn redfish. And anyway, the redfish hit the line, and boom, the fight was on. Well, I was bringing the redfish in. Well, all of a sudden it went down, and then I thought I had slack in the line. The line come back to me. I thought I'd lost the redfish. No, that hammerhead hit the back end of that redfish. He had this much of the redfish, probably about 1.5 feet down his throat. The head of the redfish, and he was still alive too. He shot up past the hook and was up against the cork on the reel. I mean on the line, and was still trying to get away, dying. And of course his tail was gone. But he's about a 3 foot long redfish. He was over the limit. I wasn't supposed to keep him, but he was on the line, and that hammerhead hit him, and that fight was awesome. I didn't know what I had until he came up to the top and bellied up on me, and I seen a hammerhead on him. I mean, they will wear out, but man, that was an awesome fish. That was awesome. That was beautiful fish. We caught little black tips and stuff like that, maybe 1.5 feet, 2 foot long, but never really major sharks until I caught that one. That was awesome. But we caught sailcat. Sailcat. They got little pearls in their forehead when you clean them. They're actually pearls. They're composites of calcium. but they're good eating fish too. They got the big long sail on them.
Where's my bell?
And them suckers are awesome too, boy. I've caught them anywhere between 55, 65 pounds on a light action rod. That's fun. But anyway, I know you don't want to hear all that crap, but I digress. I got some more information. I've got some more I'm gonna put out here on the Chronicles of Little Man over there. I wouldn't dig too far in this little rumor thing going on. It's like I'm saying, this all bull crap. I'm not even going to justify saying that he's behind it. He might be. I don't know. I'm gonna give him a little leverage and let him work that out himself. I just ain't gonna put much merit into it, but you know, I believe in certain things, but at the same time, I also know that I have to bring proof to the table for y'all, and I'm going to do that. And when I tell you I got a theory, I want to try to bring proof to the theory, because there's really no sense in bringing a theory up. Of course, an educated guess is one thing. When I see something going on that makes sense to me, that does not mean it's right. I mean, that does not mean it's actually happened. I do know that I don't get wrapped up in it to the point to where I just guarantee you that's what's happening. You know, things can look deceiving. I know that. But at the same time, I'm going to try to investigate them. And I ain't going to lie to you. If I see that I'm ruffling feathers just by me bringing up the auspicious point of even investigating it, then don't think I'm going to stop, because that tells me I'm on to something. Might not be what I think I'm on to, but I'm going to keep going and let the evidence go where it goes. I done learned my lesson. I take steadfast in that. I've learned my lesson not to be biased when it comes to something like that, to at least keep an open mind and see where it happens. Don't push the evidence where I want it to go. And I'm telling you, you can find a lot of information out. Hell, you can find a lot of information out just by mentioning the fact that you're going to try to check in on something. Look what happens. Ooh, boy, they sure do get to talking then, don't they? Yeah. So I'm glad y'all along for the ride, along to enjoy my method of madness. And I know it is madness. And I do appreciate all y'all. And hey, next week's going to be tough. We're going to make it through there. Once I get past this week, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be great. Everything's going to work out. I know I got faith in it. Y'all just keep praying for us. We're going to be all right. I've talked to some of the people here at the motel, the possibility. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm trying to keep my fingers crossed. Possibility. They're doing some renovation on some of these rooms. I might be able to pick up some little work from them over here at the motel. They got about 120 rooms they're going to remodel. So, you know, I do have a little knowledge in that. So to give me something to do. Anyway, but it is what helped. But again, it's up to y'all. If you can, I appreciate it. We really do appreciate it. I mean, that's one thing. That's one thing about this entire thing that's been a nightmare for us is, yes, we're thankful for so many that's helped us, you know, in this process. And I mean it. There's so many of y'all. I mean, y'all know who you are. God willing. I mean, I appreciate every one of y'all. And y'all will be, you know, taken care of. Trust me. But, you know, that has been great. It's just the next morning, you know, it's just that after 11 o'clock, that's checkout time. And these people have been being good with us. They've been working with us, haven't they, baby? They've been pretty good. They don't give us no hard time. As long as we were able to get something accomplished by about 1 or 2 o'clock, they've been really good with us. I mean, we haven't pushed it past them, thank God. But that's our only worst part. That's the worst part of the day, is get up next morning not knowing that point of, you know, I got a wife over here. She's, you know, she's not an invalid, but I still love her, and I don't want to put her out there. And I know it's not y'all's fault to worry about that, but you know, I'm just trying. That's hard, but I know she's gonna go down with the ship no matter what. She's tougher than nails, and she ain't gonna give up. But just know we're still hanging in here, and we're trying to do what we can. Yep. Everything's getting better. We're gonna try our best.
All good.
But just thank you, Bella. Appreciate that. Just like I said, we never in a million years want anybody to put themselves in a bad spot. We would never want that, because we know how hard it is. We wish we never had to do this. But we are thankful for those that have been able to. We really do appreciate them. God bless y'all. And again, I'll put this up there just to put it up there. What? She's talking to herself. I'll put this out there. If y'all can, it'll be gladly appreciated. If you can't, understand. Just pray for us. Because your prayers are being answered. I'm telling you, it's getting easier. It's getting better. It's just that we can just get over this hump. We'll be okay. And we appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all have been a godsend. We appreciate it. I mean, Lord, I would have never imagined that we'd meet so many good people through this YouTube. I mean, this was never a plan. This was never, whether anybody wants to believe it or not, this was never a plan. I mean, I do know that this is the reason. I mean, I can't say that. Not y'all's fault. But in essence, I mean, I know y'all know it too. This has impacted my life in so many different ways. I mean, I'm not going to say in all bad ways. It's been good ways, especially a lot of good ways. But I cannot deny the fact that there has been, a lot of influence that, has led me to these directions. Maybe not directly, but somewhere I do know that it was affected by this. But having y'all in my corner has made it a lot easier to deal with. Not because of the damn help y'all give me. That's not what I mean. Because of the compassion, the respect. Me being able to know that I'm getting somewhere, that I'm actually saying something that makes sense, and that y'all are actually agreeing and you're not being brainwashed into believing me. It feels good to have somebody with the same kind of mentality that actually understand what's going on in the world, that can see through the bull crap, Because I'm telling you, this world today can make you second guess what you're thinking. I mean, it can make you wonder, am I really seeing, is this actually what happened, or am I the one lost my mind? So it can happen there. I know y'all feel the same way sometimes. There's no rhyme or reason. Just like what happened today. I never in a million years would imagine it. Trust me, was not looking forward to them putting no needle in me, no way. But to be told that I couldn't do it, that just blew my damn mind. But it's just, I never would imagine it. Something that I did not want to do, and you're not going to let me do it. Usually that's the first thing they let me do, what I don't want to do. You know what I mean? Well, God bless y'all, and I appreciate it. And again, you see the Cash App. There's two of them there. That's mine and my wife's. PayPal, my wife's is the first one. That's 3 Wishes is the first one. The second one is mine. Don't forget the 0 into the 90550. That's something that I'd not had it on there before, but it's supposed to be there. I didn't know that. But it's fixed now. That's the way it is. But again, just stay informed. We're going to give y'all more information on what's happening. Like I said, it was pushed back. We were supposed to find out something Friday about our big deal we got coming up, but it does not mean it's not going to happen. It's just preliminaries and legalities. But as far as everything else, the certifications, the verifications, everything is legit. Everything's going to be straightforward. Everything has been approved, and we're in the door. So we're going from there, and we're going to let y'all know what's going on. And I think y'all going to be pleased with it. It's going to be very informative, and I think it's going to be very interesting, especially with the Innocence Project. How this is really going to bring a lot of attention to that 3 Wishes and her especially, and Bella are very much, passionate about. And really, lately I thought I was passionate about it, but I have really been intrigued about this whole story here lately. I mean, the last few weeks, it makes you think when you go thinking about it. I mean, think of the reality of it could happen to any one of us. It makes you think. If you're able to sit back and ponder the idea of what's going on and how easy, how vulnerable we are. You think you're bulletproof, and we don't realize it's like a situation we're in right now. How many of y'all are one check away from this happening? I mean, anything can happen. So just don't ever lose track of your humbleness and your humility. Okay, keep a hold of your humility. You got to have that. Don't ever say it'll never happen to you. Don't curse yourself like that. Just be careful. It's hard to try to stay on top of things. You got to go one check at a time. I know that.
Well,
But just be careful and be thankful.
6 months ago, we didn't think this would be.
This is something we never would have imagined. We cannot. I mean, it just was not in our wheelhouse. But it's here. But we're here. God bless y'all and y'all new people. Appreciate you, Cali Calm. September Virgo, I'm glad y'all was able to find us. Penelope Pit Stop, you are a godsend. Bella, you my sweetheart. Mystical, always a pleasure, sweetheart.
She's always on top of things.
I'm telling you, bless her heart. If she can, as long as I give her the information, let her know when we're going to do it live, don't ever leave her out in the dark.
No, she get mad.
Now, don't come too early either, because that's when she always loses. But I'll try not to do
always have the information.
But September Virgo, we do appreciate you. All y'all, just
to you in there.
we're glad to see you. Oh, to you, you know that. She's my gal.
Yeah, she's always
Twiggy Kilt. Right, and Kimmy, you always loved here, baby. I know I don't ever do. I always screw up sometime, but I'm not forgetting about you.
Get caught up in your own stuff.
Oh, yeah. Lisa Kleckner, good night. Some of y'all probably ain't here no more, but I'm just going to say goodbye if I can see you through here. I was glad to see you. We had about 70 people in here tonight. We did real good. I thought it was a good turnout. I was glad to see Bam in here tonight. I really was. I'm glad I got some good, agreeable minds on this staff we got, these great mods, and I appreciate every one of y'all. Y'all really helped me out a lot tonight. God bless y'all, Mellow Manson, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. God bless y'all. Good night again. If you can, every little bit you can, whatever it is, $2, $3, it don't matter. Whatever you can will we appreciate it. God bless you. If not, just say a prayer for us, please. Help us get through this. We got one more week. We'll be all right. God bless y'all, and good night. Thank y'all, mods. Y'all did a